we are back, ladies and gentlemen. Before we get started, just a huge shout out and thanks to all of our friends who are supporting us right now. Foul Maritime Gamer, the Mystic Brobot, another Foul Mystic Brobot again, Cross the Streams, Mystic, Holson, all of you, love your faces so very much. Your support and continued participation in our little show means the absolute world to us. So thank you very much for everything that you offer to us. We hope we can do well by you all tonight. But, with that said, why am I hearing two things?
Did we get a level 3? I think Chris has to go again.
No, it said hype.
It was
train
the success.
But if you
Yeah,
guys
it was the
want,
success.
Okay.
Oh,
One more.
go
Give them one more. They've missed it for a while, buddy. There you go. There you go. And last but not least, we are on our drive for that 400 mark. So if you have any friends that like D&D, or if you're not already following, consider giving us a follow, and we will love your faces and give you stuff. How about that? I think that's a fair offer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I think
They deserve
so.
it.
Yeah, exactly. But with that said, folks, when we last left our heroes, after parting ways with the remaining survivors of Boku, our heroes began their journey to the Presage Mines. After 2 days of unrelenting travel, they finally found a spot to rest, a peaceful waterfall to get themselves cleaned up and enjoy a little bit of R&R. Alara more so than anyone else. As they made camp, it was Pavo that noticed smoke billowing up on the horizon. Quickly making their way over to the source, they discovered a traveling merchant and his daughter Betty being held captive by bandits. Unwilling to see any innocents in harm's way, Eli and Shade dashed towards the bandits, dispatching them with the ends of their blades. As the merchant thanked them for their assistance, a ruffling in the leaves caught the party's attention, and out of the foliage, a tribe of small dinosaur humanoids known as the Dynomites appeared, thrusting primitive weapons forward. In a moment of sheer genius, Lucy polymorphed into a T-Rex, proclaiming to be their god. Now unable to speak, though, Alara became the translator, explaining that her and her friends were ambassadors, of sorts, of the god. And while the Dynomites believed the words of Alara, they remained hostile to the merchant and his daughter. The leader of the scouting party proclaimed that they must see the leader of their people to decide what should happen to the merchant and Betty. And while they promised they would not violently take the two, they did have a unique way of transporting them that immediately caught Alara's attention. Holding up a glowing green crystal, the scout leader seemed to utilize chronomancy to transform the merchant and Betty back into babies. The party and the two infants were taken deep into the darkest parts of the jungle to meet with Prozac, the tribe leader. Once at the camp, Alara explained that the merchant and his daughter meant no harm and convinced Prozac to release them. However, before they were set loose into the jungle, Eli gave Betty one of his daggers, a deed which seemed to have repercussions. From their traditions, gifting an item of such value indicated that Eli wished to propose marriage to Betty, to which the merchant gladly accepted. Watching them head off into the jungle, Alara then inquired about the crystals. Prozac began to tell the tale of their god gifting it to them from a sacred shrine hidden away in the jungle. Alara begged for him to show the party its location, which Prozac was happy to oblige. Traveling further into the jungle, Prozac led them to an odd sight, a small cabin that seemed to have withered and rotted over time. And after a brief debate as to who would go inside, the party agreed it best stick together before heading through the shabby old doorway. And so, our story continues. Tricks. As you lay in wait in the comfy confines of your bottle, you suddenly feel a shaking, a rumbling all around you, indicating that the party had finally reached where they need to be. What would you like to do?
What's everyone saying? I can hear through my bottle.
The last thing that you heard was the group debating whether or not it's safe enough to enter into this strange place that they've come upon. Alara seemed adamant on going in, that there might be something in there that might help with defeating Solis when the time came. Of course, Ollie refused to leave Alara's side, as well as the rest of the party. That was the last thing you heard before creaks onto wooden steps.
Laura, I absolutely refuse to leave your side. If only Trix would join us too.
Okay, I will get out of my bottle. So I'll be right wherever I am.
Okay.
Nice
You
of
all
you to join us,
stand-
Trix.
Oh,
Hey, what's happening?
hey! I'm glad you came out. We're going. Were we inside, or is this before? Did we?
Well, last
We'll
episode
we'll rewind a little bit because she wasn't here.
Okay. Hey, we need to go into this house over here. I need to find out about all the time magic inside. These dinosaur things that you probably didn't see, they can use time magic. So I need to find out. And yes, Lucy.
Quick question for the DM: is Prozac still near us?
Yeah.
Prozac is now standing a few feet away from you, closer to the jungle edge itself, while the rest of you kind of stand on top of a deck that leads into the building proper.
Okay.
Oh, good. I thought he was
Okay.
gone. I was beginning to panic.
They also think that, just so you guys know, they also think that Lucy is their god, who is probably Resilian. I mean, Jesus, Solis. Solis, not Resilian. So
What, you think Solis is their god?
Yeah.
yeah,
Hmm.
most likely.
We think that's a
Um,
strong possibility.
And
They've
they think
never
that
seen them
that's
before.
yeah. Also, Lucy's a T-Rex now. Say hi, Lucy. Oh, you're not
Yeah,
anymore.
hi.
That's right. You changed back. I lied. He was a T-Rex. You missed it. It was so epic.
Wow, that sounds pretty epic. Yeah, his arms look a lot longer now, I'm guessing.
Also, he's not really talking because I had to lie, and I sort of fibbed and said that he only talks when it's important.
That's
I
a lot
forget
of
why.
pressure.
Yeah. Oh, because they can't understand him. That's why. Because I'm the only one that I can speak to them, but no one else can speak their language.
Mm,
So
Gotcha.
it would be a problem if he couldn't speak to them.
right.
Mhm. Mm-hmm.
Nothing can possibly go wrong.
Nah.
Bravo. We've been over this. If you want to stay here, that's fine.
Nope.
Okay.
Bravo, I get it, but like, how are you supposed to get anything done? How are you supposed to go on an adventure without having some sort of danger?
So, Lara, how long until you don't understand them anymore?
Yeah.
I don't know. I drank this potion and I don't know. That would be metagaming, I think it's called.
I thought you could keep track of time, and that you knew magic items. But hey,
I know magic items and I can keep track of time, but it doesn't come with a label on it. Do you see anything on here, Shade?
you kept the bottle.
I did now for this roleplay moment. Oh, God, you freaking sassy tonight.
She pulls out a prescription.
Yeah. So, yeah, I don't know. We'll just keep going until I can, and then maybe I'll just fake sick or something. I'll figure it out.
Okay.
So are we going in or what?
Yeah, we are. I'll go.
All right, let's.
Yeah. I'm gonna go in last. Can I take a look behind me? I just want to see if we're being watched as we go in.
Go ahead and make a perception check for me.
That is going to be a 4.
Coast is completely clear.
Of course it is.
You do notice Prozac, who seems to be awaiting outside. He is fiddling with his staff as what looks like he's performing some type of prayer.
Well, I want to ask him about that. Oh, that's not me. I've already gone in though, so.
Maybe he wants to
Normie.
be alone while he's fiddling with his staff.
I'm gonna hang by the door or by windows and keep a lookout.
Okay. Are you headed inside?
Yeah, I'm gonna go inside.
Okay. As you all enter through the darkened doorway of the cabin, the first thing that you notice is that it seems much smaller on the inside. The narrow room contains no other doors or windows save for the entrance that you've just walked through, and strangely enough, a sunroof in the center of the ceiling. The room itself gives off a musty smell, indicating that it's been void of fresh air for a very long time. Oddly, there is no dust in the room either, as if it has stayed perfectly sealed away from the outside for undetermined length of time. As you peer up through the sunroof, you're surprised that you can see through the thickest, darkest area of the jungle, giving full visibility to the sky ahead or above. The light seems to shine through with a brilliant beam that illuminates a single pedestal in the center of the room.
Is there anything on the pedestal?
Trix, as you walk over to the pedestal, you see a sundial directly in its center. The sundial has a golden ring around it and looks as though it rests on some type of plate. Strangely enough, the sundial's pointer is not pointed straight up, but instead slightly off-center, with the tip slightly pointed to the right, like the clocks of a hand, or the hands of a clock pointing to 1 p.m.
Does anything look familiar to me from any of my time magic studies?
Surprisingly, no. The room is otherwise barren. No markings, no ruins, no writings on the walls. Simply a pedestal that sits directly in the center of the room.
I'm gonna go touch it.
Yeah, it seems safe in here. There's no threats.
Can anyone detect magic first?
She wouldn't have that spell.
Ollie?
Oh, sorry. My brain's a bit rusty. Let me see what I can do. Nothing to detect magic.
It's fine, Eli. And I'm gonna go see if I can move the hand dial, or the dial or the hand or whatever it is.
I will sigh deeply.
I will get ready to heal.
I would
Reaching
go and stand
forward,
beside Eli, and I would say, "You and me both, little buddy. You and me both."
Be like,
I'll
huh.
remain silent like a good god.
Good God Almighty. Alara, as you reach out, you grab onto the end of the pointer, and as you begin to twist your wrist, you do notice that it's loose and can be turned in any direction.
Question, guys. Do we want to see if this moves things forward or backwards in time?
Probably
you're the-
both.
You're the time expert.
Depends which way you turn
I
it.
trust your judgment.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll try backwards a little and see what happens. And I'll just...
We're
As
just gonna
she's doing
casually
that-
muddle with time.
All right, as she's doing that, I'm gonna be looking through the sunroof.
I'm gonna check out
Just a
Pablo's
just a
cough to
note.
make sure he's okay.
Thanks.
So
I love how
you're
I'm getting
turning.
flack from the murder hobos in our group. Just want to point that out. And I'm just touching a sundial. Okay, whatever.
You begin to twist it backwards, and as you do, it goes past 12 and continues onward. It seems to stick a little bit right at the 9 mark, if you were looking at a clock.
I look around. Does anyone look younger? Lucy, you look so much younger.
Lucy
He does
just
not look
blushes a
any-
little.
Notice
Did it move?
anything?
Did it move on its own and then got stuck at the 9 mark?
No, she twisted it.
Pushed it.
You moved it and now it's stuck there. It won't go past there.
I
Well,
assume
it
there's
sticks.
no
It
change.
sticks there for a moment, as if there's some kind of mechanism stopping it.
Okay.
I'm assuming
so
there was no
maybe-
change in the sky as she was doing that, right?
Well, first and foremost, Alara, go ahead and roll a d4 for me.
You know what? I'm gonna use the dice that you made, Dave.
Aw.
And it's a 4. Hopefully that's a good thing.
Lucy, as you watch up
God.
into the sun, the skylight, you watch as it becomes dark all of a sudden, but then becomes light again.
As it does that, I'm gonna like grab whoever's next to me without looking at them and like just kind of try to put their attention towards it. So whoever's next to me right now.
It'd probably be.
That's
Let's say
Door.
Ollie.
Ollie, you catch the attention of Lucy as he now seems to be silently pointing up at the skylight. Looking up, it seems light. No change from what you just saw it a moment ago.
What's wrong, Lucy?
It just, when she touched it, it went dark for a moment.
Oh no!
Should I put it
no,
back?
I think when you
Back and
blink,
forth?
things go dark for a moment, and then when you open your eyes, they're light again.
Ollie, I swear. On everything I believe in. Alara,
Yeah.
go back and forth one more time real quick.
Okay.
Guys,
And she's gonna go. See what happens.
I'm staring up at
We're
the
gonna
thing.
die. This is how we die.
So you're twisting it forward
Back?
and then back?
Yeah.
Okay. Roll another d4 for me.
We're gonna die.
We're gonna die.
Such
Okay,
a
it's
dumb way to
1.
die.
A 1. I know.
Oh no. I don't like that it's different.
As you turn it back to the 9, you feel once again that strange hesitation in the dial. And as it lands directly on 9, you feel it release some mechanic in the back, almost like you'd be able to push it inward.
I don't know. This smells like a trap, but I also really want to press this button. And I'll slowly start going to push the button and see if anyone does anything.
so have we figured
No?
out what's happening here? No, I'm talking. So Lucy, does it look like
Yeah.
time is moving back and forth?
DM, did it do the same thing it just did? Did it go dark and everything or no?
It did.
Everywhere but in here.
Yes.
Did we see that happen?
Yeah, Lucy and Ollie did.
Ollie would have seen it. The rest of you may or may not have been paying attention. Probably more focused on Alara and her very rushed way of working a dial.
So it seems to me like this dial is, can only assume, based on Solis and the type of magic he has, possibly moving forward/back through the day.
Maybe.
So
Well, then it's also possible that whatever's happening is not happening in this building. It's just on the outside.
Is it happening because Alara's good with time magic? Do you think it would work if one of us tried it?
I don't think that we should play with it anymore. She could have already altered.
Going to push the
time.
button.
Stop. Hold on a second. Stop it. Stop it.
Why?
No,
Why?
Try to get in her, like, not yell, but like raise his voice like sternly. Because you're affecting time right now. Do you understand that? It's
Yeah.
not fine. think of what could have
Yeah.
already happened if you moved back in time and then
Yeah.
forward. That already means, just because of that, me and Shade weren't there to stop those bandits. Those two probably got kidnapped. You
What?
have to think. You have to think. There are
Eli,
huge consequences.
you
Huge
murdered two random
consequences.
people like hours ago. You have to
Right.
think.
I
While they're
understand
arguing,
that there are consequences for that.
While they're arguing, Lucy's gonna push the dial in.
As Lucy reaches over and pushes the dial inward, the entire room begins to rumble.
What the fuck just
Ollie,
happened?
what did you do?
I don't know.
Really?
I'm sorry, guys.
Well, we also don't know that we are messing with time. It's only assumed.
It's okay,
Well, we're
guys. I
watching
can
things-
fix
The
it.
room is rumbling, guys. Let's try to
I'll
focus
just
on
fix
that
it.
first.
Yeah.
I doubt.
As you all turn to look back, the entrance door is no longer there. However, to the left, a new doorway is opened.
Oh, no.
See, guys, we're just
Tricks?
opening new doors and possibilities.
Wow.
You're
Good,
so
good.
scared.
How
It's-
does it compare? How does the doors compare to each other?
The door behind was much more of a typical wooden door, while to your left now you see a stone archway. No door attached to it, but a staircase leading upward.
Do we go back in time, you think?
Who knows? There's only one way to find
There's
out.
only
You
one
got
way to
your
go
adventure
now.
Tricks.
We're okay. Hey, listen, guys. We're in this together, and we knew that we have to do this. So the only way that we were going to find out if anything was going to happen was to move the sundial. And now we're doing that. So let's just all relax, because I'm in my zen zone here. So we need to be nicer to each other, and we need to be a team, because that's the only way we're going to be safe. Okay, guys?
We also need to be cautious and appreciate how serious what we're dealing with is. Literally the flow of time.
I
Why don't
am
we think about
serious.
that also?
I know more about time than you do, Eli.
Well, maybe you should act like it then. And then
All right, you two.
Ooh.
That's enough. Look,
Wait. Let's see where this goes.
the way I see all right.
Pulling out my snacks.
From as much as we can tell, this was Solis's home at one point in time. This could be super beneficial in that we may be able to find something to help us in the future. So,
That's why we're here.
Wait.
Hello.
while I agree with Eli, we should proceed with caution. Ollie, I'm very I can't believe you pushed that. Let's
I can't believe it either.
let's keep it going. I
I
mean,
can see myself
who
do
knows
it.
what we can find.
Wait, why do you guys think that Solis lived here?
In game or out of game?
Well, in game, I was in my bottle, so I don't know. I wasn't always paying attention.
Because because the Dynomites worship a god who can shapeshift and who gave them time magic.
It sounds like someone we know.
I mean, this doesn't
Yeah.
really seem like a home, though. This really just seems like a sundial inside a structure.
Yeah, I agree.
I feel like
They did call it a shrine though.
I've
They
heard of
did.
this before. They're called minimalists. They don't like to have a lot of things in their homes.
Very
Oh.
enlightening, Ollie. Thank you. Well, who would like to go first?
Me, and I'll go.
Is how well lit is the walkway?
It seems to have some torchlights that hang off to the side. Doesn't seem to be a problem that you're leading into darkness in any way.
Perfect.
Well, we're not.
I'll follow
accomplishing
Alara.
anything Here, let's go.
We'll follow as well.
I will go last.
Okay. As you all begin to make your way single file up these staircases, just as you walk through the doorway, Shade's arm begins to itch.
Oh god.
Oh, no.
Perfect.
Shade, go
One of
ahead
these
and roll a
days it's gonna be something
D100 for
actually
me,
bad.
please.
That's a 6.
Oh.
6 out of 100. Oh,
Oh no, that's
it's my favorite number.
As you walk up the stairs, suddenly your stomach begins to rumble for a very unique craving.
Oh.
Looking around, you look for piles of dirt, finding none. You worry that there's no earthworms around for you to eat.
Damn it.
As long as you're not eating earthworms, every hour you take 2 points of damage.
Oh, shit.
Starting now,
Yikes.
you take 2 points of damage.
God.
Ada's gonna die if we don't get him earthworms.
Well, none of us know that. He didn't say anything. He just said, damn
I
it.
know. I'm just panicking, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Just gonna wait. No, I don't know. I can't metagame. I'm scared.
Yeah,
of the
if you-
future.
yeah, if you don't
Let's
say
keep moving.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Well, yeah, I've gone in. I was going in first. So
We're ascending the stairs.
Finding yourself now at the top of the stairs, you look around and find yourself in a beautiful library. A circular room with books lined completely all around. Directly in the center of the room, you see an ornate wooden carved table with a globe on top of it. A few books stacked almost chair high, as well as many candles sitting on candlesticks of various sizes and shapes. Laura, make a perception check for me.
It sure would be swell if someone had detect magic.
I
I have
know,
a feeling we're
right?
going to be in here for a while.
Maybe you'll find a bookworm.
all right, perception, you said?
Please.
Okay.
That's 14.
14, as you look around at all of these books, you practically begin to salivate, wondering what kind of hidden treasures and magics are within these tomes. And as you begin to walk over, you take notice of one particular candle that stands in between you and the bookshelf. The candle's lit and emitting light, but it does not flicker at all. No wax seems to be dripping down it, as if frozen. You look around the rest of the room and notice the same thing of all of the other candles. None flicker and no wax drips.
Okay, guys, so first things first, this room is super cool, and I don't know what I'm going to do because I want to read all these books, and I don't think I should right now because I need to focus on what's going on. And what's going on is it looks like we're kind of frozen in a time bubble. I mean, I've done it before. I sort of like freeze time. But this is different because I'm not doing anything and it's only the objects around us. Like we're still moving.
Well, if time's frozen, maybe you do have all the time to read all these books.
Yeah, can we just do anything? Does it not affect the world?
Boy, that
Lara's
sounds
just
like a
gonna
lot of
be
fun.
picking up books and
Yeah.
she's just going to be looking at the books on the desk in front of her if there's any like titles that are interesting. Anything about
Everyone-
time magic, stuff
Everyone
like
grab
that.
a book for the rest of the episode. We're just gonna sit down and read quietly.
I'll be reading The Giving Tree.
And chat.
So good.
As you walk over to the desk, you see one book in particular sitting on the table. You go and run your finger across it, and as soon as you do, it turns to ash.
Oh, man.
Taking note of this, you tell this to your companions. Being aware of that, and because chat wanted to break the universe, you all have advantage on sleight of hand checks for the rest of the episode.
Whoa.
Who wants to steal some
Crazy.
stuff all of a sudden?
Steal what? All this stuff that's turning to ash?
Yeah, I've never seen
Uh,
that before. That's
I'm gonna
definitely one
poke a
for the
candle.
books.
Go ahead and make a sleight of hand check for me.
Okay. There it is. Probably not going to get better than that. Definitely not. That's not one. So, dirty 20.
Dirty 20. As you poke the candle, you seem to make contact with it, but as you put a little bit more pressure onto it, it too fades to dust.
I want to try, and I'll touch one of the shelves. Or the books.
Oh, no.
A whole shelf? Huh.
Just destroying knowledge over here. What's up?
Well, it depends. Is this actually stuff turning into dust, or is this just an illusion?
No one else touch any more stuff.
Wait, an illusion that the stuff's here, or an illusion that it's turning into dust?
That the stuff is here. And that when we come into contact with it, it's actually showing that it's really not here.
Oh.
Being that we are in a, for lack of a better term, timey-wimey temple, I'm inclined to believe that wherever we're meant to be right now is actually extremely old. And us interfering with it is probably interfering with time somehow, causing them to decay rapidly.
Maybe.
That's my best guess.
I don't know. But
What
Shade,
happens to
stop
the
touching
shelf?
shit.
Why?
Well, Alara, have fun reading all these covers.
Okay, I also want to take out my necklace and see if it looks different, just out of curiosity.
Well, first, Shade, are you going to go ahead and poke
Oh, yeah.
and prod? Or are you trying to take something?
No, I'm just going to touch one of the shelves, just like push against it, see if
Okay.
anything happens to it.
As you push against the shelf, the entire shelf and all of the books on it fall to
That's
dust.
cool.
No, no more. Don't.
Oh, no, because it's the moment in time when the books were... Maybe this place blew up. Or maybe it's just an illusion. I don't know. I'm just talking out loud.
Either
That's
way.
actually a good point. It could be
Everything in here is dead.
Well, what about the orb in the center?
The globe.
Globe.
Oh,
Someone-
Or...
I'm going to touch the globe.
Whoa!
Don't touch it.
Hold on.
I'm gonna stop her from touching it.
Jesus.
Why?
You guys are going to poke this room to death. My God.
We've learned what happens when we poke things. How about if we
Yes.
just look at it for a while?
Yeah,
and
please just
I'll take a
wait.
closer look inside it, assuming it's a
Fine.
crystal ball for my lack of magic knowledge.
I thought it was a globe. Is
I
it a
thought it was
map?
globe.
I didn't
is
say
a
a map, did I?
Map.
No, you said a crystal ball, but it's okay. We
Oh.
won't hold it against you. Roll a
But
death
what is-
saving throw.
What is
No, I'm
it
just
What do we
actually?
see, though?
As you look down on the table in front, there are quite a few novels standing around. Most of them looking very old, older than most of the books on the shelves. You do see on the desk what looks to be a globe with a few spots marked off with X's. As you look down at the table, you see even more maps, now realizing that you're looking at zoomed in maps of different areas of Qatar. The one directly on top seems to be the jungle which you reside in now, and based on where the X is, that would have been where Yagala's temple stood.
Okay.
Who's seeing this? Everyone
Whoever
together?
was looking at it.
I mean, I would have made my way over there, but would we all recognize that's the location on the map that the temple is?
Guys, isn't this where Yagala's temple was?
Yes, it is. I use my magic feet.
Oh, man. And where's that other X?
I don't know, but I make a point of memorizing it.
Is this all the champions' tombs?
Probably.
How many X's are there on the map? I'm gonna see if I can, like, without touching anything, go all over the globe to see how many are marked off.
The globe, you only see a few X's on there. However, they're hard to make out due to the fact that it is the continent itself. However, you do notice that underneath the map that resides on top, there seems to be 4 other pieces of paper, presumably a map, directly underneath the first.
memorize the first before we destroy it, and then memorize it as we go down.
We already went to the first. We already know the first.
Eli, you're
Bye-bye.
good with your hands. Why don't you try to carefully lift that first piece of paper off? Worst case scenario, it burns up. We already knew where that one was anyway.
I don't think it's gonna work, but the first piece of paper has Yugala's temple on it anyway, correct?
Correct.
Okay. I will attempt to remove the first piece of paper without touching the one beneath it.
Go ahead and make a sleight of hand check with advantage.
This is gonna go really well, you guys.
Oh,
Don't
you
jinx
screwed
it.
it up.
Famous last words.
Yeah.
28.
Okay,
That
never mind.
went particularly well. Using your dexterous hands, those of a true rogue, you reach down and very carefully lift the parchment off. The parchment in your hand doesn't seem to turn to dust.
I'll hand it to.
Don't
Pavo.
hand it.
Oh,
Why
I
would you
guess.
hand it? Just stand there, Eli,
Okay.
and I'll look at the
Okay,
other map.
So it
Alright.
seems like they're extremely delicate because of how old I'm assuming this stuff is.
Or it could be that I have a champion's weapon on me. Who's touching?
So do I.
Or, yeah,
And it
but.
didn't work with
Oh,
me.
yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true. Okay. Okay. All right.
I think it was just your nimble fingers that maybe did
Alright.
that.
Wait, I would like to
Or these aren't
nimbly
as
try
old.
to grab a book off a shelf.
Okay. As Ollie seems to be looking through quite a variety of books on the shelf, he reaches over, grabbing at one of the books carefully. Go ahead and make a sleight of hand check with advantage.
Okay. Sleight of hand. 14.
14. As you reach out to grab it, your thick metal hands just don't seem nimble enough as you grab onto it, putting your hand directly through as it crumbles amongst the other books itself.
Ollie, stop touching the books. How am I
thought
gonna
the
read
book
them?
was less important than the sheets. I just wanted to see if I could do it.
Well, we don't know what's important in here and what's not, to be fair. I think that maybe the maps are not as old. That could possibly be it too. Do we want to take a look at this one, Alara?
Yeah. I'm looking at the map that's underneath.
Looking at who actually had the map that was given to you by Birdie.
Oh. Shoot.
Not
I don't know.
Lucy had it. Wasn't he like reading a map?
I think we ended up giving it to
Darius
Pavo.
gave it to Lucy. Darius gave the first map of the Ashante's
The
tomb.
jungle. Yeah,
Yeah.
Ashanti's tomb.
That's
Is the one I had.
Lucy
That's
has
Birdie-
that one, but
Yeah,
the
Birdie
one, I don't
gave
know.
Birdie gave one of you guys a map of Qatar. So
It was one of the people who had
Oh,
a
Pavo, I think. No.
thing of
Yeah, I
holding.
think it was
Oh,
Pavo.
Was it Alcor? Because
It might
he's
have
the
been
map
Alcor
guy.
because I had
Oh,
the
okay.
map of Survivor Island.
Alcor was
Okay.
gone by then. Either way, I'll assume that eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Oh, hey, Alara, you just happen to have it in your bag of holding. Thank God.
Okay, great.
Pulling out the map and comparing that to the map on the table, you see another X that seems to be more to the north, based on where your best estimates are. It's probably just a few miles outside of Hansor.
Okay.
We should
Wanna
make
lay that to
marks.
the group?
We should make marks on our map based on where we find the X's on these ones.
Yes.
Okay. I can remember it, but okay.
Yeah, then again, maybe it's what if we get the map stolen? That would be very
I
problematic.
can remember
probably.
it, Lucy. It's fine.
Okay,
We'll
as long
mark
as
it on the
you.
map.
Yeah, okay. Do whatever you
We'll
want.
mark it on the map, and it's in my brain forever, locked away. It's all good.
All right.
Next sheet.
What do you want me to do with this one? You want me to try and put it down somewhere, or are we finished with it?
Sure.
Mm,
Just put it down somewhere over here.
I will try to very gently put the first map down onto the floor.
Okay. As you put it down on the floor, it turns to dust.
Okay. Oh
Okay.
god.
It's
a lot of
okay. It's
pressure.
okay.
That's fine. That's fine.
Yeah,
Because
I know,
we've
I
seen
know,
it.
I know. I'm
We've-
just worried about the other ones.
We've seen them. We've seen the one on top. So if you destroy it, it's fine.
What if we just blew underneath one of the sheets to
I wouldn't
No,
trust doing
no,
that.
no.
Oh,
I can
No.
flap my wings and just kind of blow it off.
No, no. Why don't you
No,
just
no,
keep
no,
those
no.
away?
Uh,
Eli, if you'd be so kind.
yeah, I'm gonna try to pull up the third one.
Okay.
Or pull this, yeah.
Yep.
You know what I mean.
Go ahead and make your sleight of hand checks.
30?
30?
Yeah.
Easily able to grasp under the next one, pulling it offward. Looking down at the map, it seems to be in the lower region of Qatar this time. Having not been there, you don't see any markings on the map, but it looks to be to the far southeastern coast.
hey.
Make a mental note, Alara. Maybe try handing it. Well, I guess it doesn't
Christ.
matter. I was gonna say to hand it to someone else who has nimble fingers, but once we
Tricks,
see the
maybe?
exits, all that
I'm
matters.
very nimble, but I feel like we don't need it. But
I don't think we need it either.
No.
All
Although,
right, toss it off to the side then.
yeah.
Next.
Yeah. I'll
As you
place
toss
down.
it virtually vanishes in the air, turning into little flecks of dust and ash.
Okay. And then there should be one more.
There is.
Okay.
Hey.
I will make my checks.
well, if there's only one left, you don't have to pick it up.
There's one left under what we're currently
Oh.
looking at.
Oh, sorry.
25.
25. Lifting the last piece off just as carefully as you had the first two. This one perplexes you a little bit, as there's no X's, but 3 question marks. All of them circled. One to the most northern east or northwestern region of Qatar. The other just south of Hansur, in what looks to be a cove. Surprisingly enough, this question mark is centered directly in the middle of the cove within the water. And the last being to the far east, somewhere in the desert sands.
Hey.
Let's make a note.
Noted.
I
Um,
suppose
How
this
did
is probably where Solis went.
probably.
In the
How did
east.
my necklace look? Look normal?
As you look at your necklace, it doesn't seem to have changed in any way. Still, grains of sand pass through it.
Lucy, what's your necklace look like?
I'll pull mine out. It's the same, yeah?
No.
Oh,
I fucking knew it.
made me look like an asshole. Well, I
What's
pull it out
new?
looking very asshole-ish towards Laura like this. Like, I don't think anything's different.
Strangely enough, Lucy's necklace now runs with sands. Where before,
Is it on him?
it is on him.
Wasn't that empty
Ah.
before?
Hey-
That was empty before?
So, well, your necklace is on. What does it look? Does it match mine, like his mentors did, or
No.
is it running a different? Fuck. Okay.
Why do you
well,
seem so...
Actually, make an investigation check for me, Laura.
Okay. Oh no, investigation. Hey, whoa, I'm really good at investigation. That's great. It's a 19 then.
Staring closely at Lucy's, you're baffled. as the sand travels upward.
Okay.
Laura, you're
Lucy-
kind of freaking me out.
Yeah.
Okay,
Spill.
it's
I'll see
so-
this.
More than usual, actually.
So you know what mine does, right?
No,
Thought I told you.
I don't think we've
Okay.
ever talked about this.
Okay. Well, mine counts down.
Like an
to-
hourglass.
Right. And it's usually given to people who study time or somehow related to time magic. And basically it counts down to usually like a big, like basically your reason for being. So it can mean like death, or it can mean like a big changing moment in your life, or you fulfilled your purpose when it runs out. So that's concerning to me, because I realize I'd have to have that conversation with you and let you know that you've got a timer on you now, which I know is a big thing for people to take in. But what also is weird about yours is that it's going backwards.
Lucy's
he's-
already
that's
peaked.
weird.
Or is turning into a baby.
So that's weird and a little concerning to me.
Yeah,
Also,
okay.
it shouldn't be working on you, because you have no relation to time magic. So I have no idea why it's working.
I mean, I wouldn't say I have no relation to time magic. Being, Racilian's like ancestor, or whatever.
You
Being my ancestor.
did it this way. Excuse me? What,
Yeah, do
what
we
you
know
just say?
that?
No,
Oh.
no.
Who do you
Well,
think
I
that?
was talking to my mom, and she was telling me, like, the story of Galadriel. What was
Galia.
my ancestor?
Galia.
Galia,
Mm-hmm.
as we all know and love.
Yeah.
And she mentioned that Galia and Racilian were a mated pair, if you will, and Galia being my ancestor would then mean that Racilian is as well. That being said, I'm thinking this has more to do maybe with Maxon than with me, since this was Maxon's necklace.
No, his
And
ran out.
Oh.
Sans
His
running
ran out.
up, being that we're in a timey-wimey nonsense situation,
But hers isn't running up.
Hers is fine.
maybe we're at a time where Maxon was still alive.
It's
I-
not a
I don't
change,
know.
Jackson.
No, because Lucy, what the hell? How long have you known this for?
Since before we in the fountain.
Hmm.
Why didn't you tell me?
I didn't think it was important. You tend to overreact towards things like this. Am I in trouble?
This is your zen place.
Yeah, you're right. Lucy, listen, this necklace that I'm wearing was Racilian's, and it's not counting backwards. Just because your necklace was your mentor's doesn't mean that it's still attuned to him. It's attuned to you now. I don't know what to say to you. I can't believe you didn't tell me. And she'll
I'm
turn around, face away from him.
As Alara turns to face away, all the dust in the air
Oh no.
seems to have gotten to Lucy as he lets out a loud sneeze. Lucy, go ahead and roll on your wild magic table, please.
Is this library even still standing?
2.
Two. He has to roll on.
I rolled a 2.
He has to roll on the table. Isn't that what it is? Because isn't that what happened when you turned into a rag doll?
What do you
I
mean?
don't remember.
No, for my D20, I rolled
Okay.
9. Which do I have inspiration?
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna use my inspiration to roll that.
That would be
D20
bad.
again. 5. Okay. No storing wild magic today, but yeah, it's a 2 for our wild magic table.
Okay. And you used your inspiration?
I did. I did, and it didn't help at all.
Just take that off there.
I should have just used the bardic to. Never mind.
As Lucy lets out a massive sneeze, you all begin to panic as the entire room now begins to crumble in all around you. You all have one move to decide what you want to do.
I think we're dipping. We're
taking
doing
turns?
that thing. We're doing
Run
that thing
back
where
to
we're
the
getting
stairs.
out. Oh wait, no, we can't. Yeah, run back to the stairs. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
stairs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, stairs.
There's.
Stairs.
Okay.
I
Is
just
there
look at
anything-
it outright. I'm like, didn't touch it.
That's your move? That's what
Yep,
you choose to
that's
do?
my move.
I'll click my heels so I can double my movement speed.
Okay.
Is there any other doorway? Like,
There's
or is
only
it just
one
back?
doorway.
Okay. And I guess back we go.
Yeah.
Okay.
A tear falls from Alara's eyes as the entire
Lucy broke her
room,
heart.
all of the books begin to fade away into dust. You all just make it to the stairwell. As you rush down the stairs, you see the stairs now too turning to dust behind you. Each of you now making your way outside of the archway. A plume of dust and debris shoots out into the small room. You are all now back into the sundial room.
With no door. Am I correct? There's now no door.
Well, maybe we can just pull the tab out on the sundial.
Yeah. I
Oh,
don't
now
think
we
we
want to
can-
touch the sundial.
Okay, it's a
Otherwise,
very
we are
different
trapped in here,
situation,
and that's
and we
the
shouldn't
only way
pretend like
out.
it's not.
Is
Well,
Lucy's
I'm just
necklace still
saying-
going backwards.
Sorry?
Excuse me?
Is
Oh.
his necklace still going backwards now?
I will
I
look
don't
at my
know.
necklace.
It seems that Lucy's necklace is still going backwards.
Is the sundial?
Oh God,
its
I'm gonna turn into a
default position?
werewolf.
Is the sundial in the default position when we found it,
No, it was at the 1 o'clock position when we found it.
and we
What's it
turned
now?
it back?
We turned it to the 9 o'clock position.
Yeah, but
And
does
then
it still
pushed it.
look like that now?
It's still set at the 9 o'clock, yep.
Okay.
And
Can
can I look
Okay.
up to the sky? Is anything happening, or is it just like a solid light?
You can see a bright sunny sky outside. Not a cloud in sight.
Well, there was my
Okay.
theory.
Well, let's just put it back to 12 and see if the door comes back. And then if it's back, then we can move it around more. Maybe I can move it to like 5 or something like that. I
know
want to
how
see
much
the
we sh-
future.
I don't know how much we should mess with it.
Well, I wasn't sure if like time might be going backwards right now, and Brasilian might be reverting his life, and he's out there being affected by time, and that's why his thing's going backwards. But you're in here, and that's why yours is still going forward.
Eli's head hurts.
I mean, here's the thing. There could be so many possibilities as to what's happening right now, and we have nothing to validate our experiment right now because we only have what's happening in front of us. So the
Yeah.
only way to figure out what's going on is to try more possibilities. So first we need to make sure if we can get out of here, and Alara will turn the dial back to 12.
You mean to 1?
Oh, 1. Sorry, that's correct. Yeah, to 1.
As you begin to twist it forward once again, you see the sunlight grow dark. Alara, go ahead and roll another d4 for me.
One of these is gonna be bad.
I'm wondering if these are days or hours.
Me too.
Oh, it's 4 again.
Okay. As you begin to turn it back to the 1 o'clock, it sticks right at midnight. The same feeling you felt when it had stuck at 9. Still able to move it, but there is a little bit of a hesitation on the dial as you feel it wanting to press in at noon.
Oh, it wants to press in. Is there a door that appeared though?
Have you pressed it in?
The door
pressed
didn't
it in.
appear until
Okay.
you pressed it in
I'll
last
press
time.
it. Okay. Well, okay. I'll press it in at 12. Let's see what's at 12 o'clock. Now I'm curious.
You push the dial in, and as you do, a familiar rumbling occurs all around you. As it does, Lucy, you hold on to whatever you can around you. As you feel another sneeze coming on, Go ahead.
What?
Oh no, I know what the 2 was.
Oh no.
Yeah,
It
you
is
have to
that
roll every
situation.
hour. Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh no.
That's extra confusing if it's every hour.
64.
Counts as an hour.
It's
I
every hour.
know.
Okay. So I guess I'm losing 2
64.
points again.
Yeah, you're damaged.
But wait, does that mean
Oh
I
my
can
God.
store a bunch of magic though right now?
Oh yeah, is Shade
Do I
dead?
still roll a d20?
Yeah. Dave,
Not on
Dave,
this one.
how many
Damn
points
it.
did I lose?
Ooh.
Yeah, we. Oh my god.
But I feel like we shouldn't know because then we'll know
Oh,
out of game, but we,
we
won't
have
know
we
in
have to
game.
know though. Yeah,
Oh,
we
you
won't
wanted to
know
text
in
me?
In game,
Is
We
it
won't know
eight?
in game now.
and I'm not gonna be able to unknow it.
8 or 16?
I know.
Shade, you lose 18 points of damage.
Oh,
Oh
God.
shit.
Well, that's 9
job.
hours.
Oh, so that's only 9 hours. It's only like a day.
Yeah, it's 9 hours.
How do
Okay,
you
so
get
it's
that?
hours.
he doesn't
Hours,
have
it's hours.
unlimited health.
Okay, I'm saying it sucks for Shade. I'm saying it doesn't suck for our time traveling situation. When the
Okay.
door turned to stone, I was afraid we might have gone back like 100 years or something.
Okay.
More than that.
Casual.
You know, 9 hours is okay. No one's gonna.
No, if we go back
Just
9
gotta-
hours, there's a ton of stuff that could have. Technically, the Dynomites don't know we're there.
Eli, I don't think you're very cut out for time magic because it seems like you're worried about every possibility. And time magic is about learning and creating new possibilities. And you have to be able to accept those.
You know what? My mom taught me not to say anything if I didn't have anything nice to say. So
As Eli does not say anything, you all watch as Lucy's arms fall off.
What?
God. I didn't even
Are
know
they
that was
still
an
there?
option.
Are these arms on the floor? Can I pick one up?
As you pick one up, Lucy freaking out a little bit about it, you instinctively fist your 2 hands or ball them into a fist. The arms both ball into a fist. Seemingly, you still have control over your now loose arms.
God.
Lucy, this is what happens when you keep secrets from me.
oh my god.
Oh wow.
Somebody just keep a track of my arms, please.
Should I be worried? Is there something I can do for you?
I wish I knew if that were the case or not. I have no idea if you can help me.
Is there anything else that's gonna fall off of you?
Oh, who knows? I'm having one of my famous fits, like we did back in Trellis.
Oh, so this is just magic. Also, do I notice anything wrong with Shade? Like, am I seeing him visibly getting in, like, a worse condition?
I'm just hungry.
You can see that he seems to his cheeks are sunken in a little bit. His complexion a little bit whiter than it typically is.
And I'm naked. Still.
Still?
You're naked?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you're able to put your clothes back on now.
I haven't been told something.
Oh
My apologies.
God.
You can go ahead and put your clothes back on, Shade. When
right.
another when your dark gift is received, it stops.
For those
the
of you who
last
didn't
one.
watch the last episode, we're going to give you no context.
I'm gonna go up to Shade's forehead and touch it and be like, "Are you feeling okay?
Hungry. Have a craving.
Hungry? For what?"
Yeah. Worms.
That's worms.
Do I see fidget anywhere?
I was just about to say, your eyes immediately dart to Ollie's shoulder as you see Fidget squirming around.
This is not happening.
I'm just gonna cup Fidget and be like, you know, maybe someone has some rations on them.
Nah. Have some. I don't feel like it.
Oh, okay. I'm just gonna grab Fidget and put it in
Somewhere safe.
a satchel or something.
Put it in
I
your
follow his
coin purse.
hand all the way to the satchel.
All right, well, with a armless Lucy, one arm being held by Trix, as he seems to be constantly in a state of a middle finger at this point. Shade now salivating over Fidget. And Alara, having pushed in the sundial, the rumbling stops, and as you all turn to face the back, the door seems to have reappeared to the exit.
Okay.
Hidden door.
So
I get out.
wait.
So I
Shit.
have to go and get something.
Without hesitation, you watch as Shade runs for the door, bursts through it, and watch him fall to the ground and begin digging wildly into the dirt. Shade, go ahead and make an investigation check for me. This is my favorite investigation check I've ever done.
Investigation. That's an 8.
An 8. You continue to dig onward and onward, yet unable to find any of the earthworms you so seek.
I move to another location.
All right. Go ahead
Shade.
and do one more. Go ahead.
I'm gonna kind of follow him out carefully because I'm concerned about what's been happening outside while we've been in there. And I kind of just want to be like, Shade, what's the matter? What are you doing?
Just a second. Keep digging. It's a 9.
Still, no earthworms to be found.
What are you looking for?
Food.
What kind
And
of
I-
food are you gonna find in the ground?
And I stand up and move to another location.
Looking over,
get
you
it
see a rotted log of wood off to the side.
I start chopping at it with my sword.
Not gonna pick it
Taking
up.
out
Just
his-
gonna go ahead and destroy it.
Taking out his 2 swords, you watch as Shade begins to maniacally slash into this dead log. Shade, go ahead and make an investigation check with advantage.
Oh. 21.
21. As the last piece splits off, now carving a huge hole in the middle of this log, you see an infestation of grubs and worms.
I take 2 hands full of it and just shove it into my mouth.
Eli will stare at him so horrified and confused, and then like look back. Can the rest of the group see?
No one else has
well,
left
we're
the,
inside.
yeah, no one else has
Still
lifted.
inside.
I look at Eli and go, I'm sorry. Want one?
No, that's okay, buddy. Are you gonna be okay here for a second?
Sure, yeah.
Okay. Does he look like he's gonna stay there?
I'll just grab another handful and follow Eli then.
I will go back into the cabin and I'll be like, guys, I think we might have a little bit of a problem.
I'm
In
still
addition
snacking
to
on
Lucy's, like, I know we got a problem with like the arm situation, but we might have another problem. Shade is eating worms outside.
That seems
Seems
way
kind of
less
on
of an
par.
issue.
Yeah.
That seems less of an issue. Lucy,
Can
doesn't
someone
have any
please wipe my
arms.
nose?
Can I slap him in the head, like, not too hard, with his own arm?
Sure, I could give-
Tricks just holding the arm, casually hitting him in the head with it over and over again. Yeah, no, Shade seems fine.
Lucy looks defeated as hell.
Lucy, I can help you with your nose, and I'll give Lucy a hand.
His left or his right?
No, just my own. I'll just like take part of my like cowl or cape or whatever. I'll just like wipe it.
Thank you, Ollie. You're a saint.
I'll move to Pablo and I offer some worms.
I'm good, thank you.
You don't eat worms?
Sorry? Yeah.
What
Oh.
the hell is going on?
I don't know.
but can we go to like 3:00? I want to see what's at 3:00.
Why? We don't even know what happened while we were in there. We don't even know what changed.
Well, look, I'm like, you could see Lucy's arms, which are like not on him, doing expressive hand gestures while he's talking. We found out a lot of information from
Trying
that
not to
last
laugh.
room, so I'm on board with going into this next room. Like he points over to the other walls with his hands, and
Is there
seeing what
another
else we
room?
can learn.
What?
Well, assuming, Based
I
on
don't
what
know.
we've learned about the dial, I assume there's another room.
Is there
How do
another
you-
room?
Eli, there's always things to learn. How are you going to know if there's another room unless you go to 3 o'clock? Come on, Eli. This
Okay,
is
wait.
about learning.
So let me
Hey.
get this straight. No one in this party thinks that it's very dangerous to mess with time magic, even
No.
considering who we're up against.
I'm
Somebody
here.
mess-
That's why. That's why
Against?
we have to. We're against a time wizard who knows more than me right now.
But
How
don't you
the heck are we
realize
going to
that
beat him?
Solis also thinks he knows best.
Yeah?
Don't you
What are you
realize
trying to
that
say?
everyone
Alara's like
thinks-
Solis?
No, I'm trying to say that no one knows best, and so we should be careful. That's all I'm
I
trying
don't
to
know
say.
how much more carefully would you like me to turn the dial to 3 o'clock? I could
Well,
do it
maybe
slowly.
maybe we should go out and see what has happened with the last turns before we keep turning it. That's all
You
I'm
were out there.
suggesting.
What was out there?
It's the jungle. We have to go
Okay.
a little farther than that.
No,
there
we
were
don't have
some
time for
worms.
that. We're here now. Those Dynamite people or whatever, they're gonna be after us. Who knows how long I can talk to them for? I don't even know if I still can. And how are we gonna get back in here?
Hey,
We have to do it now.
where's the other guy? Prozac, where is he?
Looking outside, Prozac no longer is there.
So we might not even be back in the right time zone because or time frame, whatever you want to call it, because we started at 1. This was 12 o'clock. So I just wanted to see if we could get a door. So it's good to know we have an escape at 12 o'clock. I think we should go more because, and you know what? I said that I would go alone. So if it makes you guys feel more comfortable, I'll just do it. You guys just wait here and I'll come back to 12 o'clock and meet you here.
Yeah, let's separate
No.
timelines. That sounds like a great idea.
Wow, sassy. Okay, but point being said, maybe we have to hang out here until 1 o'clock or something.
I'm not waiting till 1 o'clock. I'm going to turn the dial till 1 o'clock. You guys are actually going to turn it to 3. So you can come with me or you can stay here and I'll meet you back at 12.
When this time magic shit blows up in your face, I told you so. Do whatever you want.
Okay.
All
And
right.
she'll go to turn it till 3 o'clock.
As she goes to do so, her arm is crawling across the floor and pats her on the boot and says, "I'm with you, Alara."
Wait, before she turns it, can I pull out a card and throw it on the ground? And also, what card is it?
Good idea.
Code. What is
Interesting.
it?
I don't know what this is.
I don't know. Doesn't sound
Just
good.
It's
I
her
just-
regular
I just wanna
hand
mark
cards.
it. Yeah.
Just so we
It's just
know
playing cards.
if we're back in the
Yeah,
same
it's
place.
interesting.
Yeah,
That's
We're
interesting.
back and
Wait,
we can
did-
see if it's.
You're throwing
Looking
it
the same.
inside or outside?
Let's do one outside, one inside.
Okay. Surprisingly enough, you pull out 2 queens.
Ooh.
One is a queen of diamonds. One is a queen of spades.
Okay.
But I do agree with Alara. We are here. We might as well explore all possibilities since we don't really know what is going on.
I
Hold on.
Laura
understand
will
Eli's
hug Pavo.
concerns, too. It could turn out bad, but I honestly have no idea about any of this time stuff. So, whatever you guys think is best, I'll go along with you guys no matter what. But this is way beyond my expertise.
Maybe we'll go back to a time where I have my arms connected to my body.
I mean, because the reality is we're just assuming what's happening when we really don't know the true facts of what is happening yet.
Yeah, Pavo. And Alara will hug Pavo.
Eli will sigh and shake his head, so disappointed.
That's fine, Eli.
I'm bored. What are we doing?
We're going. And I turn it to 3 o'clock.
Okay.
Hold on,
As you-
everybody.
As you turn the dial to 3 o'clock, pushing it inward, the entire room once again begins to rumble. A few of you look up at the skylight, seeing it turn into a night sky once again before flashing back into daytime. Looking back down, suddenly, Trix, your arm feels lighter. As Lucy's arms seem to have returned back to where it was.
Okay.
Oh, that's better.
Okay.
Interesting.
Lucy, give yourself a pat on the back. There you go.
Okay.
Thanks. It works.
And is the door there?
While you look behind you to see if the entrance is still there, it's vanished once again. However, there is now a door to the right.
Okay, let's go, guys. Come on.
Might as
Alright.
well.
Yeah.
I'll guide Eli through since he seems hesitant.
Not
Gonna be okay,
hesitant,
big guy.
just pissed.
As you all make your way down a hallway, you emerge into a large room, completely made of stone on the floor and the walls. Looking around, there seems to be shelves, large shelves, filled with crates and different components. As you walk a little bit forward, there seems to be 2 center shelves. And all of your eyes go wide as your mouths drop. And I'll tell you why, right after a quick break.
Ah, you son of a bitch.
Oh, that
Rude.
With that
We
said,
should stretch before this break, though.
we will
Oh.
give a little bit of a stretch as we do. Let's get some yoga poses going on. Over to this
Ow.
side. Yep. Oh,
So close to the wall now.
over this side. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah. Okay.
Look at this lovely Careful
Much
Cantrip
needed.
swag I'm wearing, by the way.
Wow.
Ooh, where'd you get that?
Dang.
Yeah, where'd
got
you
it
buy
at the
that?
merch
Where'd you buy
store.
that? A merch store?
Wow.
Careful Cantrip has a merch
Yeah.
store? What?
Oh, yeah.
If only we had
Yeah.
a faithful viewer in chat who... There he is.
yeah.
Didn't know.
Right on
It
cue.
wasn't going to take too long. So with that said, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to take a quick break. Go get yourselves some apple juice, some grape juice, some milk juice, or some thyme juice. Sure, why
Whoa.
not? As always, we take questions on chat. So if you have any questions about the cast, the show, the universe, life, or anything in it, and I can say that because we are on the 42nd episode, we will be back in about 5 minutes or so. Also, if you're following along and you're enjoying what you're seeing, consider following. We've got a little thing down here that we're doing where we're going to do a giveaway at 400 followers. So if we can hit that number, we'll go ahead and give you guys some stuff. Anyway, guys, we will be back shortly. Give us about 5 minutes, and yeah, we will see you soon. Stay tuned. And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for hanging around with us. We appreciate you. So we did have some questions on chat during chat that I found absolutely hilarious that I would love to ask the cast. First off, Eli, why are you the only one with common sense in this situation?
Because common sense is no fun.
So you're saying Eli's not fun?
Not right now, no.
Next question is for Trix. Do you have more time than Lucy does to find a body for Fergus before Lucy turns into a Moonatar?
No, I think it's the same. However, now at this point, who knows how much time we have? We go
true.
back in time, forward in time.
Shit, I didn't even think
We just
about
have to
that.
check. It's fine. We just have to check the moon. We just have to check the moon.
As panic is stricken over Eli's face.
Yeah.
Or Jess's, I'm not sure.
Both.
Trix, we were glad to see Lucy handy for once.
Yeah.
Or were you
Finally.
glad?
Yeah.
Shay, does it bug you that you couldn't get enough of those earthworms?
Yeah, I know. There was so much hurry. I'm pretty sure there was plenty of them in that log. I could have gotten so many more.
You got a few.
Hey.
You got a couple handfuls, my friend. You should be okay for a while. Alara, how disheartening were you after seeing the entire room start to fall apart?
Oh, it's terrible. All those books that she could have read. It's like a giant library. That's where she spent all of her time before coming here, in libraries. So, pretty sad. Also pretty sad with Lucy's reveal. So, you know.
Well, Well, speaking of Lucy, do you need a tissue after so much sneezing, or are you just scared at tissue boxes as Paul? Paul being from Hops and Dragons. Shout out to Hops and Dragons, by the way. They're
That's a
referring
great
to
question.
Yeah.
That's a great question. Lucy would only use like wet wipes to wipe. The coarse stuff doesn't work for him.
The
Makes him look
fancy
like
stuff.
Rudolph. Yeah.
Alara, what are your thoughts on the Mansion of Time you are apparently in? Are you going to get one for yourself when you get back to Boku?
Ooh.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say we're assuming I go back to Boku, but I guess yeah, my echo's there. So yeah, why not? This sounds pretty awesome. If I had like a little steering wheel in the middle of my room and I could go to wherever I want in time, that sounds amazing. If that's what it is, I don't know. I'm gonna find out.
Next question, Pava, what are your opinions on the Dynomites?
I don't know. Most of my memory about them was kind of erased, so I'm still filling them out.
Seems like you're probably like a descendant of them.
No, they're dinosaurs.
I mean,
Evolved into birds. Nope.
Lucy, what's wrong with turning into a cow again? You'd be some grade A beef, yeah?
that is very true.
Oh, and then we could eat you.
Whoa,
I just
hey,
hope
whoa,
he's-
whoa. Family-friendly show.
Yeah.
Family-friendly show.
I just hope he's a cute Weratar when the time comes. If the time comes, might happen today with all the timey-wimey bullshit we're doing. So who knows?
Still not sure that's what we're doing. You know.
We don't
Yeah,
know what
we
we're
don't
doing.
know.
No one knows what we're doing.
Shade, how do you feel about these strange side effects that you've been having, and what's been your favorite so far?
Oh, there are some good ones, some bad ones. I like the worms, and I love the one in the sewer when I was deaf and slimy.
That was a good one.
That was a good one.
That was a good one.
What?
What?
And we have a special guest who's just joined Chat Origins Game Fair. Thank you for joining us tonight. And we are also looking forward to playing on your channel come September 30th, I believe. So mark your calendars, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you go follow them as well so you can see just what we have in store for that. And Crimson, thank you so much for the compliment. I appreciate it. I thoroughly enjoy running this game every week with a group of amazing people and friends. And glad that we can provide you guys with entertainment. So hopefully you continue enjoying yourself. For those of you joining us, again, we've got our little follower giveaway thing. Thank you very much to Brecarius for following along. Hopefully you're enjoying yourself and you continue to follow along. And welcome to the Tripper family, my friend. Okay. I think we are good on the questions. So, yeah, let's go ahead and jump back into tonight's episode. As your mouths drop, staring out in front of you directly in between two of the large shelving units, you see a skeleton, relatively big-boned, with what looks like a faded black suit on it.
Oh. Oh, for a second I thought it was Resilient.
Like a man suit
Why?
or a suit
It's
of
it's
armor?
Darius.
Thick,
Right?
Isn't he small? Isn't Darius like a?
Is it like a dwarven-sized skeleton or a big-boned human-sized? Are we talking height-wise?
It looks to be probably 5'2"-ish, humanoid.
So is it Darius size?
That sounds dwarven.
It looks Darius-sized.
It's Darius.
AKA Solis.
So he dies here, or his body gets put here?
Is
No.
it standing up?
Or he died here, and somebody else is using him.
I don't know why I imagined it standing up when you said that.
Yeah, I imagined
Yeah, I
it
pictured
standing
it
up
standing.
also.
Like being
too.
propped up like a suit of armor.
Yeah.
Just standing there.
Yeah, it's just dancing around, as skeletons do. No, it's on the floor.
Okay.
Okay, hold on, everyone. So you're all thinking this is who we think it is, right?
Yeah, but I don't think it's Solis. I think it's
But-
Darius.
Yeah, I'm thinking the same thinking that he took over this form.
I think so too.
Is anyone else growing concerned that Solis could be running around looking like us and doing things?
Why would you give the universe that idea?
Be here.
Well, considering
right.
so far nobody's really recognized us yet, I don't think that's the case.
At least not around the places we've been.
True.
Okay.
Oh.
We'll find out later.
But
But
what
that
if that's
does
the case? Then that means
Pose a
is he
serious
shape-shifting
issue.
Yeah,
Maybe
we
turning
already,
into the body?
we already knew he was a shapeshifter.
But
Right,
does
yeah,
he
so
have
why is
to
he
actually
taking-
kill the victim to take over their shape?
Yeah. Like, does us being alive mean there's none of us walking around?
That
him?
was my thought. That if
Or
he was using us, we would be here.
that if you're a shapeshifter, can't you just shapeshift into things you've seen?
Yeah, but that's a loose end.
Outside of the skeleton on the floor, is there anything else of interest in the room?
As you look around, particularly at the shelves, the middle shelves, which flank either side of the skeleton, seem to be filled with faceless masks.
Oh God.
So he's wearing okay.
Alara will go and pick one up and put it on and be like, "Hey guys, guess who
Really?
I am?"
Oh
You're gonna
my
get dust in
god.
your eye.
There's gonna be like a chill down Eli's spine because of how creepy she's being with time, and she's got the mask on. He's gonna have a shiver and then just shake it off.
But doing that has nothing to do with time magic. That's just creepy.
It's just a mask, guys. Come on.
I mean, if Darius is not Darius, there is only two people we know that uses time magic. One is Alara, and the other one is Brazilian.
Well, all the Dynomites use it too.
Yeah, but somebody told them.
Well,
Solis taught.
When she picked up the mask, did it turn to dust? Just wanted to clarify.
Yeah.
No.
also, I
Okay, then.
asked Darius, or I guess not Darius. I asked Solis about Russillian, and he said that he was the one that put him in the ground, or basically he said that he killed him.
Oh yeah. Only if he assumes Darius' place.
What? No, you were saying that you only know
No,
two
if-
people who know time
Yeah.
magic.
If Brazilian killed Darius, and you ask Darius what happened, and he would say Brazilian put me into the ground, which makes sense.
Well, can we?
No,
can
no,
anyone
he said
commune
he
with
put-
the dead?
Oh, he put Brazilian into the ground.
Yeah,
Yes.
Darius said that about So then,
Oh, no.
so did he assume Russillian's form and live as him for a while?
Is your mentor a psychopath? I want to kill everybody?
No, Russillian is really nice. He's a really good person. He taught me everything that I know.
Yeah.
Can I check the linings
Exactly.
of the
Exactly.
Can I check the linings of the jacket that Darius is wearing? Skelly Darius.
As you walk over to Darius and begin to fumble with the suit, suddenly the mask out of Alara's flies out of her hands as 7 others begin to swarm around him. It begins to pull the skeleton up to its feet as each one of the masks now glow with different colors of eyes. I need y'all to roll initiative for me,
No.
please.
Damn it, Ollie.
Damn it. Sorry.
Oh shit.
Oh man. Why always me? Did I just lose audio?
No.
Nope.
No.
No.
Oh,
We're just real
okay.
quiet.
Wow. Like the music stopped and everything.
Trying to figure
Oh
out
my
what we're gonna do in this situation.
Yeah.
I feel like out of 42 episodes, that was the most amount of silence we've ever had on this show. Oh, wow.
All right,
what's
so
going on?
one thing that I'm going to do for you guys this time, which I don't typically do, is you can go ahead and place your icons wherever you believe you were before we started the encounter.
I was in the corner, you know. Yeah, I'm still seeing jungle
What?
also.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, this
Oh,
place is
yep.
bigger than I thought.
There you go.
Oh, there we go.
Thank you very much.
Hooray.
Well, where was the door?
Well, if I'm
Behind
being
you.
honest,
I know, and I'm probably near
Yeah,
the
probably there.
mast. Okay, I'll just go there. Oh,
I'd be
my
like
God.
very cautious of what they're doing, so I'd probably be around there.
Looking at the skeleton too.
I would have been looking at Alara with the masks.
it's a
So
good thing I
where's the-
rolled a real good initiative.
And we're assuming that the door was behind us?
Yeah, is that what we're assuming?
Doors behind
That's what
you,
I
yeah.
assume.
Yeah. I would be around there.
Probably be off to the
Yeah.
side a little bit right there.
It's a nice door.
That's a great door.
Beautiful.
All right.
Just 3
uh,
lime green sticks.
It's interesting.
Alara,
21.
Avo,
24.
Trix,
11.
Ollie,
8.
Eli,
16.
Lucy,
4.
Nice.
and Shade.
21.
Somebody save me.
As the skeleton raises to its feet, as the masks begin to twirl all around it, completely surrounding him. Pavo, you're the first to react. What would you like to do?
No idea.
Next.
How tall is the ceiling?
Ceiling is about 30 feet high, however, the shelves probably reach about 20 feet high.
Okay.
Okay.
Then I guess I'll try to do this. This is behind the shelves, correct?
Yes.
And I am going to try to just push the shelves over on top of them.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Okay. Go ahead and make a athletics check for me, please.
Athletics.
Kill them all by himself. Very selfish.
That would be a 16.
16. As you push against the shelf, there's just too much weight on it. It doesn't seem to work. Is there anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
I will then just use the rest of my movement to get behind him.
Okay.
I'm good.
Jade, you're up. Alara, you're on deck.
Alrighty.
Alright, I will get my 2 swords and I guess slice the face in front of me.
Okay.
The black-eyed face. I don't know.
Okay.
Well, that's not going to hit. 15.
15. As you begin to slice at the mask, it seems to hover all around, easily able to sway outside of the reach of your attacks.
Okay, second attack. Nope. One worse. Nope. Not hitting.
You continue to swipe away, trying to cut down one of these masks, but it's easily able to evade you, almost seeming like the cheekbones turn upward into a grin as you frolic and try and swipe away at it. Is there anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
I guess I'll use my bonus action to try to hit it one more time.
Okay.
That's a 17.
17. As you try and watch the movement as it sways back and forth, you believe you've pinpointed it, giving one last slice against the mask. Go ahead and roll damage for me.
That's 12 points of damage.
Okay. A little bit of a cut seems to break away from the mask itself. Alara, you're up. Eli, you're on deck.
All right, I'm just gonna do something totally crazy, and I am going to attempt to cast Banishment on Darius the skeleton.
Okay.
It's a charisma saving throw. Yeah, charisma saving throw.
As your magic begins to emanate from your hand and you begin to utter the words, the purple mask quickly flies over top, the blue mask flies over top of the face. As you feel your powers sizzle out, you recognize this as a counterspell. Is there anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
Yeah, I'm gonna use my new feat that I took since I leveled up, and use my telekinesis to try and shove the creature in front of me. How far can I shove them? Sorry. New feat. It just says shove a creature with your mind. Oh, here we go. Shove one creature you see within 30 feet of you. When you do so, the target must succeed on a strength saving throw, or be moved 5 feet away from me.
And you're aiming it at the skeleton?
No, the one in front of me. Or I guess the purple mask moved in front of me right now, or did it just light up?
The white mask is in front of you, spinning around right now. The purple jumped onto the face of the skeleton.
Okay, the white, I'm gonna shove the white one away from me.
Okay.
With a strength saving throw.
I'm sorry, that's a natural 20.
Okay, well then I'm just gonna fucking do nothing.
Okay.
Great.
As you stand there looking a little defeated that things didn't work out your way. Where is my thing? You all watch as the green mask now positions itself over top of the skeleton's face, staring directly in front of itself, seemingly concentrating in and around Trix. You watch as the eyes begin to glow. I need Ollie, Trix, Alara, Lucy, and Shade all to make a dexterity saving throw for me.
3.
12.
17.
Ooh, nat 20.
Ooh.
24.
Where's my last one? There it is. For those of you who rolled above 15, you're able to dodge out of the way as the ground begins to rumble all around you, bits and pieces now kicking up from the ground. The floor itself beginning to crack and move underneath. You try to move a little bit out of the way, however, most of you catch a little bit of damage. Those of you who rolled under 15, you take 9 points of damage. Those who rolled under, you take 18 points of damage, bludgeoning damage.
Still don't like it. All right.
Another mask now whipping over top of the skeleton. It now focuses its efforts towards Shade after hitting one of the masks. Shade, I need you to go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw for me.
What color
Oh,
mask?
no.
Wisdom?
Shit.
Mhm.
Does the color
This-
of the mask matter? What color mask?
Color, the eyes that you see glow purple.
So that's a 9 minus 1, it's an 8.
All right. You watch as Shade immediately begins to quiver in fear as he drops his two swords.
Oh, great.
Shade, the only action you can take on your next turn until you're out of line of sight of the creature is a dash action to move away.
Alright.
Damn.
The last mask to go over top of the skeleton's face is that of the one with the red eyes. As it begins to glow, you watch as a point begins to emanate a red glow. As three small creatures suddenly appear directly behind you.
Come on.
Oh, the minion tokens.
Oh my gosh. No space to do anything right now either. God.
These small demonic-looking creatures look almost like clams with legs as they large teeth point upward as they begin to flail and snap at the air. That is going to end the creature's turn. Eli, you were up. What would you like to do, my friend?
I'm gonna use my reaction to summon back my other dagger. Sorry, Betty. I am going to toss it up over the minions' heads. So I already measured, it's 55, so I should be good to go. That will be my action. My bonus action will be to teleport. And I will not move from there. I think that's as far as I can get.
Betty's
That's it.
still holding on to the dagger.
Sorry. Well, actually, to be fair, I don't even know. Like, if we went back in time and I wasn't there to save them, then all of that had been erased anyway. So it's not. Yeah.
Okay, is there anything else you're doing on your turn, Eli?
No, all I have left is movement, and I am good where I am.
Okay, Trix, you are up. Ollie, you're on deck.
So when the faces were going on, were they stacking on top of each other, or were they being like replaced?
They were being replaced.
Okay. I'm gonna try and pull the mask off.
Right now, there seems to be Lucy in your way, as well as the green mask that seems to hover in front.
Can I just walk over, or no? Can I like walk over there?
At this point, you can, but you would take damage on the way.
Yeah, okay, I'll do it anyway.
Okay. Go ahead and make a strength saving throw for me.
13.
13. As you begin to reach out for the mask on top of the skeleton's face, you grab onto it. However, the green mask suddenly flies and whips and attaches itself to your face. You begin to feel your face almost change and morph underneath the mask. You take 10 points of damage.
Moofda.
Is there anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
I'm just gonna walk backwards because I still have walking space left.
As Trix moves backwards, the green mask seems to stay attached to her face.
Oh, that's
Somebody stop me.
Moken.
Do it.
All right, Ollie, you're up. What would you like to do?
I'm just gonna cast Spirit Guardians, causing a 15-foot radius around me. Anyone that starts their turn or enters my radius has to do a saving throw, a wisdom saving throw of 15. And then they'll take 4d8 radiant damage if they fail, or half that if they succeed.
Does that include your allies?
No, I get to choose whoever I see. Like I could basically omit people
Okay.
that I don't want to be affected by it.
Okay.
So my allies are unaffected.
Okay. As the guardians begin to spirit up around you, you all watch as silvery, ethereal, what seem to be different shaped weapons suddenly appear floating around Ollie. Swords, hammers, axes, as they whip around him, watching cautiously for any creature that seems to be within his range. Is there anything else you'd like to do on your turn, Ollie?
That is all.
Okay. And it's a wisdom saving throw, you said?
Of 15, yeah.
Okay.
I heard that.
But it's only when they start their turn if they're already in the radius.
Okay. Okay, and they're all going to fail. The first Maw Demon is going to begin to make its way. Actually, it's going to stay. No, it's going to move. So it takes how many points of damage?
4d8. So for him, it'll be 20.
Okay. The creature getting hit, now being attacked by these ethereal weapons, now slicing into its funky demonic skin. It slices away at the creature. It already starts to begin looking very, very bloody at this point. It begins to make its way over to Eli, and as it does, Shade, you take notice of this. You get an opportunity attack. Go ahead and make an attack for me.
Oh, I can't. I dropped my weapon, and the only thing I can do is run.
That's right. The creature begins to make its way over to Ollie and begins to bite at his ankles. Ollie, Eli, you're easily able to evade the first creature as you kind of hop around, dancing around as its jaws snap against you. The other Maw Demon, is going to take a bite towards Trix. Trix, you continue to struggle with this mask on your face. It clamps down on your ankle. You take 5 points of piercing damage as it bites into you. The last is going to move towards Ollie, and both of those are going to take damage. So go ahead and roll damage for both of those.
So the second one that attacked took 19, and then the third one to attack will take 15.
Okay, this. Both now being torn apart by these ethereal weapons, bleeding profusely from the damage that's been caused. It's going to go ahead and try and take a bite towards you, Ollie. It leaping up towards your neck, trying to chomp directly in the center of it. Does a 18 hit you?
No, 22 armor class.
As it goes to bite towards you, you grab onto it, seeing it coming towards you, and throw it back down towards the ground. Lucy, you're up. What would you like to do?
Didn't finish doing what I needed. Okay. Okay, well, let's see here. That's a 10-foot radius. Okay. I'm going to move basically where the white one is. The wide-eyed mask. Do I take damage for doing so?
Go ahead and make a strength saving throw for me.
Oh, those are my worst ones. Oh, not bad though. 17.
17. As the white mask flies toward you, trying to grapple you as well, you're able to easily push it backwards a little bit. Doesn't seem to attach to your face. What would you like to do?
Okay, then I'm going to grab or put a hand on Alara, apologize to Shade, and use Thunderstep at 3rd level. to move us. And we're going to move over here. Then Alara, you would get to pick where you go in respect to that within a 5-foot thing.
A thunderous wave bellows out as you begin to teleport away from the congregation of the strange creature with the masks floating around it. What kind of save is that?
It is a Constitution save.
Okay, so Shade, I need you to make a Constitution save as well.
He's good at Constitution, right? He should be able to make it at least.
Ooh, natural 1. Boo, 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 boo.
That's a 10. I rolled a 4.
Yeah, that doesn't save.
And the damage?
15 to everyone that was in 10 feet. So every mask and the skeleton except for the green mask.
Okay.
And it's half as much. So 7 for anyone who made their save.
Okay. As the blast of force energy hits the creatures, you watch as a few of the masks begin to crack a little bit, similar to the attack that Shade made against it. Shade, you also take the damage.
Yeah, I took it.
Okay. Is there anything else you'd like to do on your turn, Lucy?
Yeah, I'm just going to use my bonus actions real quick, or my bonus action to convert sorcery points into a 4th level spell slot.
Okay. Pavo, you're up. Shade, you're on deck.
I'm not satisfied with what I tried last time, so I'm going to take a different approach. Same tactic, but instead of just walking up to it and trying to push, I am going to fly up, use the wall as leverage, and try to use a key point to dash straight to the top of this to basically try to push it back over again. So I'm bouncing off the wall, pushing off, dashing straight into the top part of it for better leverage.
Damn.
Whoa.
Okay. Make an athletics with advantage.
For acrobatics, but okay. All right, that would be an 18.
18. You continue to push as hard as you can. You can feel a little bit of the shelf begin to move as it sways a little bit back and forth. Still not enough to move something of that weight. Yeah. Based on what you're feeling, this weighs easily close to 700 to 1,000 pounds.
Damn.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you'd like to do on your turn, Pavo?
I'll perch myself on top then.
Okay.
Come down next round.
Shade, you're up. Alara, you're on deck.
Oh, we're in here. Should be fine. There
Okay,
you
go
go.
ahead and make another wisdom saving throw for me.
It's a 2.
A 2. You whip around the corner trying to shake off whatever it is, but looking over, you now seeing the Maw Demon directly in front of Eli just kind of perks up that fear once more. Again, you try to find solace and close your eyes once more, focusing on trying to rid yourself of whatever's overcome you at this point. Alara, what would you like to do? Eli, you're on deck, by the way.
I will walk around. Oop, I can't grab my token there. I'll walk around Lucy. I guess maybe here. And as I'm walking around, I'll give him like a little wink and I'll say thanks. And then I'll remember that I'm mad at him and then sort of sharply look away. And she's going to cast her Hands of Time and she's going to say, all right, playtime's over now. And she's going to target both ranged attacks at the skeleton guy. She's going to summon her ethereal clockwork gears and shoot them both.
Okay. As the gears begin to spin around your hands, you toss them viciously towards the skeleton. They fly towards it. Go ahead and make your 2 attack rolls.
That is a 24 for the first one to hit. And the second one, oh, not as good. 18 to hit.
Both of the spinning gears fly into the chest of the skeleton as they begin to chew through some of the bone and cloth that it wears. Go ahead and roll damage for both.
Okay. Pardon me. It's 36 points of damage.
Okay. As the two gears begin to slowly fade away, it cricks its head and looks up towards you and begins to point a bony skeleton finger towards you. Is there anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
I don't like that finger point. If that's all he's doing, just pointing at me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. No.
Not ominous.
Yeah, no.
Just a bit
No.
worrying.
Suddenly, the yellow mask quickly flies over its face, and as it continues to point over towards you, I need you to make an intelligence saving throw for me.
Good at those. Be okay.
So here's the thing. I'm going to use my reaction to revert time and re-roll again my saving throw.
Okay. Standing beside Alara Lucy, she suddenly goes unsure what the hell she's doing.
Okay, that's great. That is a dirty 20.
A dirty 20. You feel a little bit of rage kind of take over you for a moment, looking at Lucy viciously after the encounter that you've been through. However, you shake it off. Lucy, you watch as her eyes glow yellow for a minute, but then fades. It doesn't seem to take an effect on you. At this point in time, the black mask now flies over top of the skeleton's face as it reaches outwards towards, I guess, Trix. Where's that spell?
My
Where's that
friend,
spell?
look at my face.
Oh. As it points out towards you, you feel a blast of necrotic energy smash you directly in the chest. I'm sorry, I rolled a natural 20, my friend.
Oh shit.
Put those dice away.
And I already used my reaction.
Oh, it's okay. I didn't roll too high.
Okay.
50 damage hurt.
You feel a sharp pain kind of whip through you as parts of your life forces pull away from you. You take 17 points of necrotic damage.
It's not nice.
That bottle's probably looking mighty cozy.
The red mask is going to once again whip over top of the creature's face, and as it begins to glow once more, it looks over to a point, and as it does, 3 more of the creatures suddenly appear directly around you.
Point of order. Maybe you take down that red one first.
Well, skeleton.
Yeah, but I don't know,
It's just the
man.
minion tokens.
I think they all take damage because they just went into my radius.
Okay, and that's going to end its turn.
Do they take damage? Because what?
It says when creatures enter my radius. I don't know if it means when they spawn.
Yeah, it's the start of their next turn.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
With that said, Eli, you're up. Trix, you are on deck.
I'm gonna go for the creature in front of me, but for the sake of roleplay, can I make both of my attacks at the same time? Like I want to do a little jump and then I want to stab it in both of its eyes.
Absolutely, you can.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so first attack is gonna be a 13 to hit. Second attack is going to be a 26 to hit.
Okay. As you jump into the air, stabbing into two of its eyes, you watch as black ichor kind of shoots out to either side. Go ahead and roll damage. For both.
That is going to be 12 piercing and 3 poison, so for a total of 15 for 1. And then that is going to be 15 piercing and a total of 5 poison for the other.
Okay. As you push down both daggers into the sockets of this creature's eyes, it lets out a foul before it begins to lose its before it loses its stature. As it does, it kind of relaxes for a moment as it kind of slinks down, begins to burn up directly in front of you as black smoke begins to emanate off the top of it. The smell of sulfur largely in the air in front of you as it melts down into next to nothing. Is there anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
So that's an action and a bonus action, and I'm holding both my daggers, and I like where I'm hidden right now.
Okay. Trix, go ahead and make a strength saving throw for me.
Okay. And that would be a 4.
As you try and pull away at this mask, it seems to grip on tightly around your face. You take another 5 points of damage.
Okay.
Ollie, you're up. What would you like to do? Lucy, you're on deck.
For my action, I'd like to swing my hammer at the creature directly beneath me, south of me.
Okay. Raising your
So
axe to the hammer to the sky, you slam down towards it.
It probably makes a squeaking noise because I only rolled a 5.
And what's your attack? What's your strength
It's
modifier?
Strength modifier? Oh, it's +2. Like I rolled with the strength modifier total.
Oh, that's with the strength modifier. Okay.
Yeah, it's a 5 to hit.
Taking a little bit too much time to crash down on the creature, it's able to sidestep to the side. You watch as your hammer cracks down into the floor, causing heavy cracks into the pavement below it. Is there anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
Yeah, for my bonus action, I'd like to cast my spiritual weapon at the 4th level.
Okay.
And then I'd like put it right here.
All right. Well, I will give you the ability to move it as you see fit, my friend.
Oh, sweet.
Go ahead.
So I'm gonna spawn it right there, and I'll swing at the guy to my left for does a 19 hit.
Oh yeah, when the spiritual weapon now appearing directly in front of Trix, it swipes out widely at the creature. Go ahead and roll a damage for me.
Okay, that will be 15 force damage.
As it smashes into the creature, you watch as it immediately, you hear a few cracks of bones, whatever bone structure it has underneath. It begins to cough up a black ichor in front of it. Anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
That is all.
Okay. So I need to make 4 wisdom saving throws.
If they're all moving, it's 5. I think they're all in range of 15 feet.
You're right. They are all in range of 15 feet.
Right.
And what was the save?
15 wisdom to save.
Okay.
And the mask too.
Well, the mask doesn't really
Masks are
take an
outside of range.
No, the mask which is on Trick's face.
It hasn't really done anything, I don't think.
Oh, but
Okay.
take damage. Does it
It
take
has
damage?
to start like a turn and do something.
Oh, I see.
Oh, okay.
Right.
It's only been reacting to what you do.
So, as the first creature is going to make its way over towards Shade, it is going to take the full brunt of the spiritual guardians as it slashes down towards the creature. Go ahead and roll damage on that one for me.
That will be 17.
17. Before it begins to make its way over to Shade, however, as the brunt of the hammer as well as the ethereal weapons slashing into it, it doesn't make it more than 5 feet away before it too goes slump and turns into a pile of ash as a black smoke rises from it. Go ahead and roll for the two directly below you.
Okay, so the first one will take 19 if they take full damage.
Okay.
And the second one, if they take full damage, will be 15.
Okay. Both the creatures directly below you now diminishing next to nothing as they fall away as well from the spiritual guardians. The last two are going to make their way over towards you and Trix. The first is going. Oh, go ahead and roll for damage for both of those for me.
So the first one would be 13 full damage, and the second would be 12 full damage.
Okay. Being able to avoid some of the weapons that are flying in and around it, they're able to maneuver out of the way. The first one is going to go ahead and try and take a bite. Again, you're able to sidestep it relatively easy. Trix not having such an easy time with the mask now blurring her face. Does a 19 hit you?
Hit me? Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It clamps down towards one of your wrists as you try and flail about. You take another 6 points of piercing damage.
Ooh.
Okay.
As the creatures now begin to surround Ollie and Trix, Lucy, what would you like to do? Pavo, you're on deck.
Lucy, finally seeing what Pavo's trying to do, as a free action will say, "Need a hand, buddy? Things are gonna get weird." And I'm gonna cast Polymorph on Pavo, assuming he accepts it, to turn him into a mammoth.
A mammoth?
That should help push that bookshelf down, my guy.
Okay.
You can push it over and just literally walk on it.
Exactly.
As a feathered pavo suddenly becomes a now feathered elephant type creature, the sheer size of him begins to crack the roof above it. He begins to push down on the shelf itself as it begins to teeter over. With one last push, Pavo, you push it directly on top. As it does, a few of the masks try and push up against it. However, it continues to fall down on top of them. As you do... Oh, I'm clicking on the wrong thing. The white, the red, and the yellow masks all crumble beneath its weight.
Wow, nice.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
Now, as more of the masks begin to fall and crack and crumble, is there anything else you'd like to do on your turn, Lucy?
I can't talk now, can I?
You cannot. And honestly, I probably wouldn't. I don't want to metagame, so you're staying a mammoth. I'm sorry. No, I'm good where I'm at. Yeah.
All right. Pavo, looking around, you are now falling to the ground. You hit the ground right beside the shelf itself. What would you like to do?
Kill Lucy.
This is a good thing, man. Mammoths are strong.
I don't know how to fight as a mammoth.
Pull it up.
You'll never forget this.
Nope. First
Mammoth
of-
5e. You could trample and stuff. It's
so
cool.
that means I'm literally right next to the skeleton guy then right now.
Yes, you would.
Since I don't know how to fight as an elephant, I am just going to try to like body flop on top of the skeleton.
All right.
I was
Are you
about-
trying to?
Mammoth, don't diminish
I
your
don't know.
abilities.
I don't know what
Yeah.
I'm doing with them.
You're an independent mammoth. You don't need no
Just pull
skeleton
up
to tell you what
Mammoth
to do.
5e. It has its
Yeah,
things
if you
right
pulled
there.
Mammoth 5e, you got some.
Doesn't mean just
Got
because
cool
you turn me into one.
options.
I'm just going to basically plop on him.
Oh yeah.
To grapple or more of an attack?
Just fall on top of it.
As a
Like a
grapple
body
or
slam.
an attack?
Body slam attack.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a d20 for me.
All right.
Cannonball.
Rolled an 11.
I am never turning you into anything ever again.
Good. I'm not gonna
Okay.
pretend to know how to fight like a mammoth.
As Pavo, unsure what to do, just kind of looks around at all of you, rearing up on his hind legs and flopping down on top of the creature. I have no idea what the attack damage or the weight of
tell
a
you.
mammoth would be.
Its stomp attack is a +10 to hit, with the hit being 4d10 plus 7 bludgeoning damage.
Well, that's a stomp attack.
All right, go ahead and roll 4d10 for me.
4d10.
Nice.
Holy crap.
4d10 plus 7.
Plus 7. So I'll do 2 at a time. Plus 7. So 13, 14, 20, 27.
You don't want to be a mammoth. Come on.
So that's 27.
27. As Mammoth Pavo slams down on top of it, a few of the masks again try and hold up, but they crack underneath the weight, only one being able to survive underneath the weight of Mammoth Pavo. The last remaining masks, the green and the black-eyed. With that said, Shade, go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw for me.
That's a 6.
Still unable to shake the fear that embraces you. You kind of just quiver in the corner for a little while. Thankfully, you have some earthworms that you can snack on for the time being.
I was gonna say, poor worm eating
Right.
Shade.
Alara, looking at the chaos all around you, what would you like to do?
I am gonna hold my hands up and cast Hands of Time again and target both at the black-eyed mask.
Okay.
First one is a, oh my god, it's so dark in here, I can't see. An 18 to hit.
Okay.
And the second one is a 17 to hit.
As both of the spinning wheels leave your hand, you see they're on point for pinpoint accuracy, flying towards the creature. Not only the mask, but the skeleton.
Oh, right.
Alara, I don't even need to worry about the damage.
Oh my gosh, this is like the first time, I think.
All right.
He's like, is
well,
there
in that
anything else
case-
you want to do on your turn?
In that
Oh
case,
no.
Alara,
Mm-hmm.
tell us the tale of how you vanquished your mightiest foe.
Woo!
Oh man, just to be epic, Alara's gonna take her cogwheels in her hands and she's gonna do this masterful spin around, and her dress is gonna sparkle while she's doing it, and her eyes are gonna go a little bit darker than usual, and she's gonna sort of like, you know how Sailor Moon throws the tiaras?
Nope.
She's gonna throw the yes. Foul nose. Anyways, you throw the tiara, the cogwheels, and it's gonna hit the mask right in the middle and crack through and hit the skeleton right
All
in
right.
the head.
Whoa.
As it does, you watch as the mask first cracks off, falling to the sides, the blade still spinning directly into the skull. As it grinds against the bone, you hear the shattering and chipping away at the skeleton's head. And as it does, it completely splits the skull down the center, now cutting it almost in two, one side of the skull falling off to the floor. And as it hits the ground, a plume of smoke casts over top of it. As the masks, both black and green, as well as the demons, go up in black smoke.
Ah,
So
I see
curtsy.
again.
Little
Hooray.
curtsy.
Now out of combat.
Stomp over to Lucy.
Lucy will be like, "Great teamwork, buddy," and raise a hand up.
I'll wrap my trunk around his waist.
Okay, and I will snap and drop his mammoth form
Thank
and
you.
myself onto the ground. All right.
Okay.
Noted.
Is everybody okay? Tricks? You
Not
took a-
really. Not doing too hot.
I can't help other than moral support, but I think Ollie might be able to help you.
I could do something, yes. Here, and I'll use a 3rd level cure wounds on her,
Oh.
Okay.
which will be. You got 19 health back.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Power flex by the cleric.
No problem.
Trix, you feel a reinvigoration enter into your body as some of the wounds kind of shake off and begin to merge back into skin where there was cuts and bruises before.
Is anyone else in need of assistance?
I'm okay.
I'm good, thanks.
Just a
buddy.
couple scratches. I'm all right.
Okay,
While you
as long
all
as your arms aren't
feel-
falling off.
While you all feel relatively well, being in this very dry place, your throats seem a little parched, as if you could use some hydration.
Oh yeah, I can. Cheers.
Cheers.
Hmm.
Ooh.
So what's left here then? What do we see?
Looking around, the tipped over shelving unit has scattered a few items on the ground, mostly common, a few weapons, some armor. You do see the fallen skeleton of Darius. And while his suit seems badly ripped and tattered, you see a few pieces of parchment now hanging out from its side.
I'll take them. What do they
Wow.
say?
Bold move. Tried that last time and all those masks appeared.
Roll initiative.
The worst.
All right, Trix, you want to be a giant crocodile?
As you begin to flip through the pages, you realize this is a diary. You begin to read through as quickly as you can, and 10 entries catch your eye. The first tells a tale of a celebration seemingly held in a place you know as Trellis. Darius, the writer of these notes, came across a man and his followers. He watched the man heal the legs of a cripple, somehow by making the legs younger again. You continue to read onward to the second entry that catches your eye. Darius speaks of how he's now become a follower of this man. He seems to bring solace to whoever he meets. Darius seems to proclaim that he's now offered his services as an information broker to help further the master's goal. The third entry, a few months later, now describes Darius as an acolyte of this man. The master has confided in him and sees his value. He's asked more of him, more about him and his travels throughout Qatar. He believes that Darius has a special purpose and wishes to keep him by his side. Continuing onward, you read on the fourth entry, a tale of late one night as the master calls upon Darius. He's told there to make a pilgrimage to the heart of the jungle. However, Darius doesn't seem to know why, but they must leave post-haste. The master, as he calls it, said that his purpose is calling, and he's not to speak to anyone of this. Entry 5 was a bit of a shocking one, as it's the first time that Darius watched the master cause harm to anyone. Breaking into a tomb and seemingly ripping apart a resting soul. He somehow was left with a strange staff that seemed to control the plants and animals around them. And while Darius seems to have no longer feared the jungle, he can no longer look at his master the same way as he did before. Entry 6. Lost in the jungle, we have come across a small tribe of strange humanoid creatures. They seem to hold the secrets of a power that my master seeks within clear emerald stones. The tribespeople are also in awe of the master and have begun to follow his commands like those that did in Trellis. Entry 8. Entry 7. Darius is unsure what is happening within the master within the recent weeks. After having the tribe construct him a sanctuary over top of the strange crystal deposits, he locks himself away in different rooms that Darius cannot ever find or access. When he does see the master, he's always muttering about a darkness that is coming, an end to all things. He calls it the silence. Entry 8, Darius exclaims that the silence continues to elude him and has become an obsession of the master. More and more, the master slips away. Darius says he no longer understands what his mission is. Entry 9. The master has finally revealed my purpose. Leading me into the library, he has maps laid out everywhere. He seeks similar tombs to the one we found in the jungle, and believes that he can gather the intel that he needs. He's also gifted me a stone that allows me to communicate with anyone. This will be vital in the collecting of information. Entry 10, which seems to be the last entry on any of the pages. It has been many months since my last entry, as my task has been punishing. I have been able to locate 4 other tombs, but the rest elude me. I'm also left alone for weeks at a time as the master seeks out these tombs. I do not have the tribespeople, but I do have the tribespeople, but we do not speak the same language. I also fear that my resources are coming to an end as I can no longer find any more tombs. Will I still be useful to the master once my purpose is complete? Or will the gaze I once saw in the jungle, oh so long ago, be seen once again? That is the last entry that you read from Darius's journal.
Well, I relay the information to the group.
Darius
Solis
was
used to
just
be
a
good.
puppet.
Yeah. Would you say, Ollie?
Solis used to be good.
I think we all have a little bit of good and a little bit of bad in us. And I think it just depends on what we do with the time that we have. So I think at one point he was good, but it sounds like what he wants now might not be good for everybody.
It sounds like he thinks he means well by what he's doing, though.
I think maybe. But
Eli looks smug.
why does Eli look smug?
Eli's looking
Because-
pretty smug over there.
Yeah. Eli, why do you look so smug over there?
Because he thought for the best.
Who thought for the best?
Solis, apparently. I don't know. I
Yeah.
think it's just.
So what,
another
we're just never
reason-
supposed to take actions in case that they're the wrong ones?
No, we're never supposed to overstep our bounds and go after power that should not belong to us.
Who says that time doesn't belong to me?
Does anyone else find that question problematic?
Ollie does earmuffs to fidget.
Anyway, why do you think he
Yes,
still
the
has the
word
body
me
here?
is kind of troubling.
Why do you think he needs the body here? Why is the
He
body
doesn't.
still here?
He probably doesn't give a crap.
You
He probably
think?
just left him
I
here
think
to die.
I think he's lying where he was killed.
Yeah.
Did she mention the thing about the stone?
She said she relayed the
Yeah.
information.
Yeah.
so-
I said everything. Yeah.
I
Is
took it as
this-
she just read a book to us like a story time.
Yeah.
So, is the stone still on him?
You do not see any stone.
Okay.
It's okay, Eli. I can call anyone I want.
I'm just wondering, like, exactly what it is.
It's probably
But-
his means for being, like you said, an information collector.
You think just
Made
like
it-
a sending stone? Sounds like it could be
Probably.
a sending
Yeah,
stone.
sounds like it.
Yeah. Maybe it's like your sending stone that Birdie gave to you.
Yep. Probably.
So I mean, it's just confirming what we already thought, that he's trying to just go back to the beginning, to the silence. And he's going through all these rooms, which like is what we're doing.
I'm really disappointed that we didn't find anything like super powerful or anything that could take him out. Or I guess now we know for sure that Darius isn't Darius.
Should we not collect maybe the bones of Darius somehow? Like, there are ways to speak to the dead, and or I don't know. Like, it seems like even almost disrespectful to just leave his bones here. It could be worthwhile to take him with us.
Well, whatever
You
you
have one?
think. It's up to you, Ollie, if you want to do that.
I don't really have a storage thing. I don't have a bag of holding.
Oh, you can use mine, Ollie. We can put his bones in my bag of holding.
Okay, but if we put the bones in the bag of holding and somehow like go back in time and he turns into a human and then
Okay, so let's just get things straight here, okay? If we go back in time with the bones, it's his bones, it's his timeline. We're in our own timeline. So
Oh,
just this
Okay.
whole, like, oh, if we went back in time, we weren't actually there doing the things we're doing. We're still living the time that we're living. So we're still here, and we did the things that we did in our reality. There's
Yeah.
different branches of time, and I guess we could be creating different realities of what happened, but we've lived the reality that we're living. So we don't have to worry about these. Well, actually, I shouldn't say that 100% sure, because, time magic is all new and everything. But I don't think we
Lucy
need to worry
blinks
about...
one eye at a time, clearly just not understanding anything that's going on.
Shade has a headache.
So
Anyways, you
don't
get what
think-
I'm saying.
But if you don't think that the timelines are affecting each other, then why would Solis give a crap about
No,
manipulating time?
Because he's trying to go back to the beginning.
yeah, he wants to reset everything from the very beginning of time, which means it'll reset all the different
All the
branches of time that
timelines.
had been created.
Yeah.
That is a lot. A lot of different realities are going to be affected.
So he's trying to
Reshape it
reset
into
the
his
beginning
image.
to get rid
Yes.
of the end?
To reset the end to his liking.
Yeah.
In the meantime, I'm gonna be trying to snap his bones into a way that I can like turn his suit into like a hobo carrying bag.
Just put him in my bag of holding.
Just chuck bones in there.
Well, you can. Okay.
Do we have a
Sort
plan for the
night.
bones?
Yes, and I pick it up and put it in the bag of holding.
Okay. Go ahead and add Darius remains to your inventory, Alara.
So happy about that.
At least give him a proper burial.
Yeah, that's fair.
Well, we will.
Yeah.
This way we can. Well,
Is there anything else in the room?
are there any books? There's a lot of shelves.
Make an investigation check for me.
I will absolutely. Sorry. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. As you rummage around the room for a while, you don't seem to come across any books. Mostly rations, stored furniture, a few other odds and ends, but nothing that seems of value.
Did any of the masks remain, or did they all disintegrate?
They all turned into smoke.
They turned into smoke.
Okay.
Hey, Lucy. How's your necklace?
I'll peer at my necklace again, hesitantly.
Looking at the necklace, the sands continue to drain upwards.
I really don't like that.
I flip it upside down.
There you go.
Not bad.
It's just making me think of what Birdie said about the city, about how the water flowed up.
Time runs differently.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, what could that really mean, though? If this is supposed to be leading up to a time that I did some great feat, or when I'm supposed to die, one could assume then that I'm either getting younger, or something that I did that was great is being undone.
that's what I'm scared of.
Have you
Lucy.
done
I'm
anything great?
scared. I'm scared.
What do you
if-
mean? Trix, I do amazing things every day.
Well, does the necklace?
I'm Lucy. I do
like,
cool shit.
Yeah. Haven't you heard? I'm the Fate Breaker.
Does the necklace correspond to whoever's wearing it, or like will it still react the same way if you took your necklace and also added it to Alara's neck?
Maybe they're supposed to attune to the wearer. But we could try
Interesting
that.
point, though, and I put it over Ollie's neck.
As you put the necklace over top of Ollie's neck, you watch as the sands stop altogether.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's because Ollie isn't connected to any sort of time magic.
Hmm. I put it back
I'm
on.
just, Lucy, I don't mean to cause like more anxiety in the situation, but
Yeah,
I'm just worried.
I'm as cool as a cucumber.
Mhm. I'm just worried something is like being rewritten for you right now. That's what I'm worried about. Because we know your past. So it doesn't make sense that it's counting down to your past.
Or his
I never-
timeline takes him past the beginning.
I don't know. I don't like it.
This is all borrowed time.
He was
Well,
supposed to be
this has
dead.
all just been so eye-opening and wonderful. I need a drink.
Well, is there a door?
Yeah, the room didn't crumble or anything. It should just be stairs.
All right, I'm gonna head towards the stairs.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep, I'm leaving also.
Mm-hmm.
As I walk out,
Wow.
I will pick up my swords, which probably are under the rumble of the shelves that Pavel pushed around.
Okay. Grabbing your swords, wiping them off from the dust and debris that's fallen on top of them, you all make your way back up the staircase and back into the sundial room.
So what now, Alara?
Part of me really wants to, just see if it goes to like 6 o'clock and see what happens. But
You think like multiples of 3?
I don't
Because
know.
it was
I just
9,
picked-
12, 3.
Well, I just sort of made up 3 o'clock.
Well, do we
But-
want to maybe see what's happening outside? Like, for instance,
Now?
well, maybe Eli can go check it out, and I'll hold on to one of his daggers, and
That's
he can
easy.
see how the coast looks, and then
I mean,
Teleport
at
back.
this point, we've already messed with things so much that like we've already done this, what, 3 times? Yeah.
Mhm.
3
I'm
times.
under the assumption that everything's going to be back to normal when we set it to the right position on the sundial.
Okay,
Put it back to where we found it.
Okay.
possible.
And we'll see if Prozac is there. If he's there, then everything should be reset to normal. And maybe Lucy, your necklace will be normal again.
So you're gonna move it back to 12 and then we just open the door and see if he's there?
One. We started
Oh,
at
1, you're right. Yeah,
Yeah. Sure.
it's worth a shot. It'd be reassuring anyway.
Okay.
All right, let's do
Let's
it.
try it. Lucy,
As
do
you-
you want to try it?
No.
Okay.
As you twist the dial back to its original position, you see the sunlight go dark once more before it lights up again. Lucy, do me a favor, or Alara, and roll a d4 for me.
We're again. Wow. Okay.
The room begins to rumble once last time. And as it does, the doorway to the right now disappearing, as the main entrance reappears in view.
Okay. I will open the door, creep, just enough for me to see if Prozac's there.
Looking out the doorway, Prozac's not there.
I'll relay the information to the group.
Okay. Well, let's go out and see. This is where we finished. This is where we started. So let's see what's up. Maybe it's just, nighttime. Or you said it was day, Dave?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And we left in daytime.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe it's been a day.
Can we run into ourselves?
Okay. Let's not think about things that we can't control at this point. So let's just go out the door and see what's up.
We're not going to try the
Okay.
other room while we're here. Now that we've messed with
Whatever.
everything, isn't there? There's
Whatever.
there's 3 doors, right? Shouldn't there be another? There's an original door. There was a door on the left, the door on the right. Doesn't it stand to reason that with a different is that right? Am I misunderstanding?
I
don't
felt like it
know.
just stands to reason that there's just a million more doors. Not
That's
like
what I-
one
that's
more.
what
Like
I
they just
thought.
be like keep
Oh.
going. Like we just keep turning it and just be like friggin' different branches.
So we're
of
just
the
in like
multiverse.
his weird time mansion.
Yeah.
Dave, when I was at the sundial, there were certain spots that seemed like it wanted to stop. Was there more
Mhm.
than 2?
You didn't try?
Okay, well, I'm still there.
Okay.
Oh, but I can't see without trying? Is that what you're saying? Like, I can't tell if there's an area to push in?
No.
It's
Okay,
more of
you
you
won't-
feel it when you're turning the thing, and it like kind of.
Yeah, it's kind of
Okay.
like if you're turning the dial
Opening a
of a
safe.
lock.
But it
Okay.
definitely wasn't every number, right? Because some you passed over and you
Yeah,
didn't
some she
feel that
passed
tension.
over. It tended to stop at the. I'm assuming it's the 12, 3, 6, 9 is the ones that it seems to stop at. So
12, 3,
Well,
6,
shall we
9.
figure?
Well,
finish
wait,
the
hold
rest
on,
of
hold
them?
on. 9 o'clock left, 3 o'clock right, 12 o'clock or 1 o'clock is regular door? I don't know.
Mhm.
1 o'clock's regular.
I'm just wondering if it's
Yeah,
like
1 o'clock
directions.
It was close to
I don't
1
know.
o'clock. It was just off kilt from 1 o'clock. Possibly from being used so many times.
Hmm.
Okay. Well, I don't... Do you
Did we
want
try
to...
12?
the one we
Yeah.
haven't tried
Yeah, we
is
were
6.
just on 12.
We tried 12. We tried 9. We tried 3.
Okay.
12 was the one that had no door anywhere.
Yeah, we didn't
Okay.
try 6.
Okay. So should I go backwards maybe? I'm worried that we spent a lot of time going forwards. So I think we should undo some hours if we can.
All right.
If that's how
Give it a
this
go.
works, sure.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's my best guess. It's
Yeah.
probably better than trying to see what happens if we waste time in the future. So let's go backwards to 6 if I can.
Okay. Give it a go.
As you all stand inside the room one last time, Alara begins to turn the dial all the way down to 6. Pressing it inward, the room begins to rumble once more as a doorway appears directly in front of you.
Mhm.
I go. Let's go.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's keep our wits about us this time, since the last door wasn't so great.
I kept
As you
my
make
wits
your
with
way
me.
down, it leads you to a winding staircase that seems to stretch onward farther than any of the other rooms beforehand. As it opens up, you see a large cavern, none of it being remade in any way, shape, or form. And as you look onward, there is a large cluster of green crystals directly in the center of the room.
That's what I need.
Do you say that?
Yeah.
Sounds like this is what did it say in the diary?
So that this was
The crystals
built
are the
upon
time
crystals.
magic? Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe don't touch it with your bare hand. I don't know.
I don't know. We got a baby out of the last ones.
That's my point exactly. Actions have consequences. So maybe find something to
I
put
have mage
between
hand
you and
now.
the crystal. Yeah, perfect. Maybe do that.
Okay. Well, before I use my mage hand, I would like to get a better look and see what it is, if there's anything weird about it, or if it's just like some crystals in the center of the room.
Make an Arcana check for me.
Oh, that was good. That was a 19, and my Arcana is a 7, so 16. Someone clip that.
26.
My fast math.
Close
That's enough.
26.
26. How'd you go backwards?
Yeah, someone
clip
clip
her
that.
fast.
Alara and her amazing math skills, as usual.
Yeah. That Spike is just making a crystal anyway.
As you inspect these crystals walking around it, this stalagmite that hangs down from the ceiling, all one cluster, you see that it comes down to a single point. You take some time to observe it as much as possible, and that's when it hits you. You've seen an image like this before in books. Only once, but never of this size, never of this magnitude. As you recognize this as almost a carving of that of a dragon's talon.
Okay. Do I know what that means? Because the player doesn't.
Does
The
it have
crystals
something to
are
do
in the
with
shape
Thule?
of a dragon's talon?
There is one single dragon's talon that hangs down, roughly 30 feet in length.
Is
And
this
it's made
Thule's
of the
food?
crystal.
I mean, the last baby we found ended up
A
being
crystal dragon.
and it was in a crystal. Yeah.
And he's
Okay.
looking to wake Thule up with all the champions weapons. Maybe this is Thule's.
Talon.
Player.
Yeah.
Well, that's terrifying.
Yeah.
You sure you want to
Okay.
mess with this, Laura?
I
Yeah.
glance at the back of my hand. Is there anything glowing based on?
I don't
Where
think
we're
it's a
at?
champion's tomb.
I don't. Well, I'm just double checking to see if
Yeah.
there's any.
Nope. No
Okay.
glowing.
Okay. Do I make any sense of this? Like seeing diagrams of it, do I know what it does? If it's like does anything, or is it just like there happens to be a dragon's talon there? You made it sound like it was a mechanism or something.
No, it is a stalagmite that hangs from the ceiling. It is just seems to be carved like that of a dragon's talon.
Okay.
Or
So
is
it's
it
not
carved at all?
actual- Okay.
I think this is Thule. I think he found it and he just can't wake it up because he doesn't have all the weapons, and that's what you need.
So how would the weapons wake this up?
That I don't know.
Also, like if you go back to the beginning of time, why would to reset it? Why would you even bother with the future? Why would you
Maybe
even bother?
maybe he needs the dragon to do what he wants to do.
Well, what happens if I just take my mace and hold it up against the talon?
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
Well, I mean, you don't want to like.
I'm doing it,
You know.
holding it up against the talon. Does anything happen?
But I want to.
Oh God!
Here, I'll join you with my spear.
Just to spite me.
As each of you reach up with your weapons towards the crystal dragon's talon, doesn't seem to have any effect.
Oh, that's good. We didn't wake up Duel today. Congratulations. That's great. Okay.
However, you do notice that there have been a few chips and chunks broken away from the talon.
Okay.
So, I'm
Okay.
assuming the Dynomites
Yeah.
were maybe gifted this from Solis, who got them from here. So
Didn't-
maybe you take a chip with you.
Didn't the tribe of humans, aren't they the ones that showed him the stones?
It said humanoid.
Yeah.
The
humanoids.
Dynamites is what
Oh,
they were
so-
talking
yeah.
about. Yeah.
But we don't want him to
Um,
wake up Thule, right?
I don't
No,
think so.
well, we can't. We're not capable right now. You need all the champions' weapons.
We're trying to
Yes.
stop. This is what we've been debating. We've been assuming that Birdie is the good side of things. So Birdie is saying that we need to stop whatever, Solis or whoever, all these people from trying to wake up Tool.
Why
I
don't we
think
just
that's a safe assumption.
Yeah, I didn't think that was a debate.
if we need
Well,
to stop Thule,
okay.
why don't we just stop him now while he's asleep?
We can't. You have to wake him up. You can't do that without the 12 champions weapons.
We could just
You're
chip
saying
'em
just break
away.
this
Talking
thing
about break
apart?
the talon?
Yeah, just chip them away. Just get rid of them.
I don't know if that's gonna work.
That makes a weird amount of sense to me for some reason.
It's not gonna wake him up, because if that would wake him up, then Solis would have already done it.
Yeah.
Fine. I'll swing the spear at it.
Oh
Or the
my
chip at
god.
it.
Can I just get a crystal first?
Well, it sounds
Before
like
we
you're
attack
you're
this
about to
thing?
get one, hopefully.
Yeah.
But aren't they on the ground? Aren't the crystals on the ground and the talons like pointing over the crystals? Am I understanding that right?
No, the talon is the crystal.
Yeah, it's the only crystal
Oh.
is the talon.
Oh yeah,
And there's
go for
chips.
it, Pavo.
There's chips out of it.
Yeah, go for it,
okay.
Pavo.
Alright.
You got this.
I will use the dagger, or the spear, to swipe at the crystal.
The Mortal Champion's spear?
Yep.
Go ahead and make an attack roll for me.
I didn't like that. I didn't
I
like
didn't
that.
like that
He's bluffing! He's bluffing!
I didn't
Okay,
want to use
guys.
mine because if it gets destroyed, I still have my weapon.
Well, let's see. That is plus what to hit. Actions. So that would be a 16 to hit.
16. As you try and slash towards the crystal talon, as soon as you make impact, a blinding green light bursts throughout the entire room. All of you are blinded temporarily for a moment. And as it dies down, a single small sliver of crystal now rests just below the nail.
Pick it up. Examine it.
But you picked it up?
Why not?
Oh, I don't know.
As Pavo reaches down and picks up the crystal, you watch as his body begins to twist and turn and jerk before throwing itself backwards, his chest puffed outwards, his eyes now turning into a brilliant green as it begins to glow outward, just as blinding as that of the green light. Suddenly, Pavo falls,
Oh shit.
unconscious, as the crystal falls beside his body and clinks against the rocky floor.
Is it still glowing?
Pavo?
Is it still glowing?
Is the crystal still glowing? I want to know if it like transferred juice to him and like powered him up and,
Ollie,
like
help.
Yeah, I'm gonna rush to him and check his vitals.
Clear.
As you rush
Like his
over to
ABCs.
Pavo, you watch as the green crystal, the light begins to die down once more. Ollie, you put your hands over top of Pavo and begin to shake him. You try and push healing into his body, to no effect,
Come on now.
as the light from the room begins to die down once more. And that, my friends,
Oh, shit.
Come on. Come on. No.
is a story for another evening.
One time I try something.
At least you gotta be a
Reckless.
mammoth.
Yeah,
I think you're gonna go
thanks.
Super
Yeah.
Saiyan.
Oh god.
Wow.
I think you're gonna be
Uh.
transformed.
That'd be awesome. We'll see.
Yeah.
Formed into what?
A new character.
You're gonna
A
need
giant
a,
chicken?
a parakeet.
Oh god. I didn't expect that.
No.
Well,
Oh, what if he turns into an egg?
Oh, that would suck.
Like tiny whiny stuff, and he just goes back into an egg, and we have to raise Pavo as our own.
Oh no.
Like chat with the idea of I like chat's idea of the Pavo the Hulk.
But with that
boy.
said, folks, I'd like to thank you for sticking around to the very end. If you're not already following, consider following along. We're going to give you some cool stuff if you do. And for all of you watching on YouTube or any other of the socials, consider joining us on Twitch one day. And don't forget to subscribe, hitting that like button thingy-mabobber and all that kind of fun stuff. But with that said, before I leave you for the evening, to all the adventurers out there, waging a war through time itself, slinking away in the jungles, or arguing with friends, I beg of you, one word of caution. Be careful out there. You can trip. Until the very next time, my friends, have a wonderful week, and we'll see you real soon. Take care.
Bye, guys.
Bye.